Good morning. Let's do this. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, final week, first of the final 3 shows. You can still get that stream today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe as always. Listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. Check us out on the website, rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Rise of the Resistance. The ride in Hollywood Studios in Disney may be the greatest theme park experience of my life.
Whoa. Really?
Yes.
How long was the ride?
So once we got in line, because we spent the extra money, got the lightning lane, because if not, you were waiting 3.5 hours for this ride.
Lightning lane?
That's what they're calling it now.
What was your wait time in the lightning lane?
All about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So completely worth it. So from once we got into the lightning lane to the end of the ride, it was a total of a half an hour. So there is the first portion of the ride. There is a little bit more of a line in between, in the middle, but they make it part of the story. So it was actually pretty cool. And you walk, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who's going, but you walk out of the first part and you walk into this room and you're just like,
yeah,
the biggest Star Wars boner you will ever get in your life.
Right.
This whole ride, it was amazing.
It sounds like it's like not even like a boner type situation. It's like a post-climax styled situation. That this is the best ride you've ever been on. Flat out, period, end of story.
Best theme park experience ever. I mean, it's yes, it's a ride. There's movement involved,
right?
But it's more of a story,
right?
You know, it's not like you're going in. It's not a thrill ride. It's not a roller coaster, but it is utterly amazing what they've done.
Okay,
so cool, and the whole Galaxy's Edge thing. If you're a Star Wars fan, you got to go. It's like I was telling my wife, I feel bad for any kids that were drugged through Galaxy's Edge that have a dad in between, 35 and 55, because it wasn't about the kid. It was about the dad. Yeah, I mean, so many dudes walking around with lightsabers, you know, in their head, they're going, whoa. I mean, it was awesome.
Cotter, it sounds like you had a pretty amazing weekend. Let me go ahead and just do a little back and forth here, a retort, as the French would say. I don't know if that's their word or not. I made a grilled cheese sandwich last night with Gruyere, Gouda,
I was gonna say,
and then I used mayo instead of butter.
How was it?
And it's a game changer, guys. Okay. It's a game changer. Can confirm. So, you know, Disney, Star Wars, stupid ride, grilled cheese with fancy $1,500 a show cheeses that only I could afford. I think I won. I think I won the weekend.
You win.
I think I won the weekend.
I defer to you. You win. Congratulations. Coming up on the show today, we're going to talk Thanksgiving, give you some tips. Of course, Big Money Monday is on the way. Cool Guys Tournament. The Final Four is set. We'll tell you who made it. We've got trivia, your chance to score tickets for Welcome to Rockville. Take your calls, comments, and texts today. And, of course, about last night, Thanos, the snap, not possible? What? Details on the way. Also going to talk Joe Exotic and story number 1, too many strippers. About last night after Aaron Jones, their supercharged. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
God, we have so much to get to. Should I start off with blinding anger or just sadness?
I want to hear more about your mayo sandwich.
Oh, we get to that too.
Yeah.
All right. So we decided to buy fancy cheeses last night for grilled cheese. So my wife and I go to the store. We have literally 2 things we need to buy: tomato soup and cheese.
Right.
Guess what we forgot? We totally fucking forget the tomato soup. We just have grilled cheeses last night because both of us are like, it's not that important.
Yeah.
But yeah, the grilled cheese sandwich, we used a nice brioche bread.
I like that.
It cost $3. Once again, $1,500 show. It's pretty important. And it was fantastic. It was utterly fantastic. Used a nice little olive oil mayo,
right?
You know, and then like they're right. It's like the mayo makes it a lot crispier on the exterior. I didn't put anything like, I think Tony said to put some in the middle.
Yeah, too much going on.
I think that's crazy talk. But I didn't do that. But I put some nice cheeses in there. Ooh, good Lord.
Okay.
It was delightful.
Nice. Okay.
Way to go. The blinding rage I just talked about. I don't know who the fuck did this to my pen over here. I don't know if you put your mouth on it, you disgusting human being, or decided to bend it back for no reason. But these are my pens. Don't fuck with them. I hate that. I don't know why people do that. And look, it just never goes back the same. It's got that weird bend in it.
Tim Janier.
I hate Tim Janier. Damn it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Heather, Holly, Wanda, Terabyte, Jess.
Yep.
Andrew.
Good morning to all. You know, I noticed with the flannel shirt I'm wearing, big time like Bob Vila vibes over here after my long hair and beard. Looking back at our first show compared to where I am now on the hair meter of supremacy, I look pretty ridiculous. Heather, I don't know about mayo and grilled cheese. I know. That's why I tried it out for you. It's freaking the way to go. I was curious about it. I had to do it. And it was actually really good. I recommend mayo instead of butter because the butter, like, it sinks into the bread. Yeah. You know, it kind of shrinks your bread up and it feels heavy. It feels like extra heavy. The mayo made the sandwich a lot lighter.
Interesting.
Like, I felt like, I don't know, it was just lighter overall.
All right, guys, be right back. Can one really have too many strippers? I think the answer is no, but one can have too many people wanting to watch strippers.
Right.
I think that answer's yes. Story coming up about last night. Story number one about last night. So a Vegas strip club kind of got a little worried. They're going to have a tryout looking for some more strippers. And they were worried it was going to turn into an Astroworld-esque event. So officials actually shut this down. Club Ice is a brand new strip joint in Vegas. And owners hosted an open tryout for dancers where more than 1,000 girls actually signed up to show off their stuff. And it interested a lot of fellows who'd like to check this out. So it got to be just off the wall with the amount of people, the amount of strippers. So they're like, look, we don't want to get sued for billions of dollars. Let's shut this down now.
Yeah, so the owner started yelling at the crowd. He goes, y'all going to try and trample each other. Y'all not going to be suing me. I'll let y'all do this S. Then obviously at that point, I think like officials from the city of Las Vegas shut this entire thing down because they didn't want like an Astroworld-esque type of situation happening inside of a strip club of all places in Las Vegas.
It is just a trampling of boobies.
Right.
I mean, didn't you say you wanted to be smothered by boobs? Didn't you want to die that way?
No, I want to die of an avalanche of boobs.
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry.
I want to be able to hear it from a distance. I turn around, and then it's just a bunch of boobs. Yeah, I've talked about that for years.
There is good news, though. Even though the event was cut short, it went on long enough. Club Ice has a complete roster.
That's great.
That means A team, B team, D team.
Right.
You know.
Well, I mean, it's got like a G team probably as well, but that's just the size, not really talking about the girls in general.
All right, coming up next, story number two about last night. We're going to talk Joe Exotic. Stick around. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Holly says, now you need a cowboy hat, Marshall, to go with that shirt. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Andrew asked if I got any sleep. Actually, I did. We left way earlier than expected. Getting the lightning lane helped. So instead of waiting 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours, we waited 5 minutes.
How much was the lightning pass?
$15 a piece, so $30.
What? Why isn't everyone doing that?
I don't know. Well, because they are limited. So you had to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning because we're staying in the park, so you could buy yours right away.
Right.
They were gone by 7:45. So we got ours, and by the time we got ours right at 7, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. So, I mean, they go quick.
Okay, gotcha.
So you just got to get on the app and buy it right away.
Heather says Marshall UGA won, by the way. Yeah, of course they did. Look, I had one bad week the first game of the season. Still throwing in my face, Heather. Morning, everyone, for who else joined us that I missed.
Good morning, Wanda, Jeff, Heather.
Tony says, love the shirt, Cotter. Hope you had fun.
Thank you. I did. It was a blast. Everyone should go. If you're a Star Wars fan, you should go.
Heather says, yes, let's talk about the train wreck that is Tiger King. Now, I have not watched Tiger King 2 yet, either. But I got a text message from my buddy Dave, and he's like, hey, no big deal. I'm in Tiger King 2.
What?
Yeah. So he's in Tiger King 2. Hold on. So he didn't know it until someone actually texted him. Nope, that's not the right David. Where's Rats at? There it is.
I think by default, he's the most famous person you know now.
Right now, yeah. So he messaged me and is like, hey, no big deal. I'm in the very last episode of Tiger King 2, the new documentary, for about 3 seconds. So there's my buddy Dave, the guy in the black shirt there. So the lawyer of Jeff Lowe is a sponsor of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, who my buddy Dave works for. And he actually, or maybe not Jeff Lowe, someone, I don't know, maybe the lawyer first. So you can actually see the lawyer says Free Joe Exotic on his shirt. So yeah, I guess he was down in the field for a game this season. And Dave's like, yeah, I had no idea. But he's in the very last episode for about 3 seconds of Tiger King 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Heather goes, sorry, Fran. You said UGA wasn't any good. I was making a prediction, and I was just horribly wrong, Heather. Wait till gambling becomes legal here in Georgia. Then you can absolutely roast me on my on my sports analysis. But I would have lost everyone a lot of money if you would have followed what I said that first week.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have a pretty chill day today when it comes to overall show. We're going to get into, obviously, trivia today for more Welcome to Rockville tickets. We're going to talk about the Badass Beer Contest. We're in our final 4 of the Cool Guys Contest. I got a cool story on the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, giving their fans pretty much the coolest gift ever. And then, yeah, we'll dive into some Thanksgiving tips leading into the holiday this week, which is weird to think too, man. It's Thanksgiving already.
I know.
I want to tell you how old I am, Cotter.
How old are you?
Thank you for asking. Friday night, I instead of like going out and hammering drinks like the cool kids do, I went to Walmart and I bought my Thanksgiving dinner treats, and ingredients that one would need for a Thanksgiving time instead of actually doing anything. I didn't have any drinks. I went home and watched a movie.
Oh.
While my wife wrapped presents. That's what we did on a Friday night, in case you want to know how wild I got.
Yeah, Friday for us was easy. Got to the hotel Saturday. We went to Magic Kingdom, got out of there about 7, and then we went to the bar down by the pool at the hotel, had some drinks. It was nice. So, Dana, so we're going over to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, and Dana's, we're bringing stuffing, cranberry sauce, and gravy. And Dana's like, I could make it, but I'm not going to. So she ordered everything from Fresh Market.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but you can. We don't have, like, our kitchen is, like, empty now. So
yeah.
We don't have anything. We had to do something.
What up, Charles? Good morning. Juana says these kids are out all week, and now I got to make them breakfast. No, you don't. Just buying some Pop-Tarts, throwing at them. Breakfast champions, man.
Hello, Scott.
Scott, good morning, man. Thanks for everyone joining us super damn early this morning. Now, tomorrow, Cotter, on the show, we're going to be doing a Torture Tuesday every single hour.
Yep.
We'll also do our final Quizzed in the Face as well. So tomorrow's show is already written.
Yeah, it's full.
Loaded.
Man. It's full.
It's loaded. And then our final show, it's going to be quite something. We have goodbye messages from tons of folks.
Right.
We've got, what else is going on? We got goodbye messages. We have people stopping in. We're going to have drinks. We're going to try things we've never tried. One of them is a buzz button.
Yeah, I've never heard of a buzz button.
We'll go over what that is on Wednesday. We'll do some other stuff as well. So the final Wednesday show is going to be interesting. I have booked a photographer.
Oh, jeez.
So we have all sorts of.
I don't know if that was necessary.
No, it's definitely necessary. Yeah, I've booked a photographer for that day for our final show, so you can have pictures to remember the occasion forever. But our last show should be fun. Ups and downs, lefts and rights. It's gonna be great. Charles says, show is written. Thought you just made it up as you went. No, we don't Monty Jet this shit. We actually try. But if you want to wonder if you wonder what writing it as you go looks like, just turn on the radio with Monty Jet 107.9. So over the weekend, I got a chance to watch the new Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, did you like it?
Saw it yesterday. It's really good.
Okay.
I really, really did enjoy the new Ghostbusters film. My brother actually wound up watching it too, so we talked a little bit about it. I think it does a lot of good, a lot of fan service for people who have been good to the product, and kind of held out. And yeah, there's a lot of like, oh yeah, like kind of things that kind of run through the film. And then there's 2 scenes after the credits. They big time marveled the literal shit out of this ending. They put a mid-credit sequence, which is kind of a funny thing, and then they put kind of a possible future sequel type of thing at the end of the film. So just a heads up, if you go see Ghostbusters Afterlife, stay through the credits completely.
Okay.
There is 2 scenes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this weekend going to see it.
Yeah, go see it. It's a little long, but dude, for me, I was like, wow, this thing is flying.
Yeah.
Like when I thought I was an hour in, I was like an hour and 40 minutes. And
damn.
I thought this thing just flew the entire time. The cast is great.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd is great. And then the kids they put in Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things, and there's some girl that's kind of the lead. I don't know her from anything.
Sure.
She's been in like The Tudors or whatever. I guess that's a popular show,
right?
But that girl's incredible. She's very, very good at what she does. So
nice.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Also, she's one of those talented actresses where she also sings too. So like the song into the credits
is her.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't know that until my wife pointed out at the end. Heather says, and I haven't had the chance to meet either one of you. You're better. You're better for it. You're fine. Seeing us on camera is probably about as much as you need of us.
Yeah. Heather said, I can't believe this is Cotter's last few days here. I can't either. I mean, honestly, I can't. It has not sunk in the slightest.
Well, that's why I got a photographer for our last day.
Right.
Because you'd forget about the last day eventually. So I want pictures to know you existed. Plus, also, if you cry, I want it on video.
Well, it's going to be on video.
Well, I want it on video, and I want stills of it.
Okay.
Like very high
quality
8K stills. So our buddy who actually photoed the 20th anniversary show.
Oh, okay.
Val is going to come in.
Okay,
and
nice.
he's going to hang with us and take some photos.
Awesome.
He also had a gift that he wanted to give you like a week ago.
Yeah.
Actually at our our Horde meetup, but he wasn't able to make it out. So he was like, hey, how can I give this to him? I'm like, why don't you come in the last day of the show? How about I pay you and I'll give you some money? Take pictures for me too.
Oh,
He's like, okay, that works.
All right.
Killer Wall 88 says, I've met John. What you see now is what you will get. Jesus, man. Speaking of Keith, I need you to do something for me. I'll message you. Hopefully after the show, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you money. I make $1,500 per show. I got some money. Jess says, yeah, Val is the best. Yes, he is. He's without a doubt possibly my favorite Russian that I know.
Is he the only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also that, yeah. Former Russian? Maybe. I don't know.
I got about a minute left.
All right, guys, we're going to dive into a story about Tiger King 2. Not the one about my buddy being in Tiger King 2. A little different. A little more sad. But we got that coming up. Then we'll also get into why Thanos' snap wasn't possible. Some real geeks went into that.
It's so nerdy.
From our own state, this state.
This is the most nerdy thing I think we've ever talked about. This is just the ultimate of nerd.
I don't know. We've gotten into deep conversations about Nessie, Bigfoot, and UFOs quite a bit this year.
That is true.
Which I think is quite nerdy.
All right, guys, 20-ish seconds. We'll be right back. Joe Exotic is getting a new home. However, it's for a very sad reason. Story number 2 about last night. Yes, Joe Exotic still in prison, and he's getting transferred to a new facility in attempts to battle aggressive cancer that he is dealing with. Now, he's going to be transferred from FMC Fort Worth, Texas to FMC Butner? We'll say
Butner? Yeah, I think Butner,
North Carolina, Tuesday. According to the website, Butner provides extensive medical services with the full hospital and cancer treatment facilities. Now, he was diagnosed late last summer with aggressive cancer on his prostate. So, I mean, he's basically said, I'm ready to die. Believing the cancer was going to spread to his pelvis and his stomach. So things aren't looking good. Hopefully this transfer to a different facility, which is known for a medical facility, will help Joe Exotic.
Yeah, it does seem like the last stop on Joe Exotic's tour, though, because kind of looking into it, this spot is like the last place you go in the last hopes of getting something to happen. So things are not looking hot for Joe Exotic, but he's got his underwear and CBD line, which is nice. That's making him a little bit of catch while he's currently in jail. He's most likely going to die in jail. Like, not to get like real morbid here, but poor Joe Exotic, the man we grew to love over the pandemic. He never hit peak Joe Exotic for us. Like, we'll never see him out in the wild again, unlike any of his tigers.
Yes, that's true. I agree. I don't think it's looking good for Joe Exotic with his transfer. Is not a good sign. Tiger King 2 has dropped. So, I mean, without Joe Exotic, I mean, I know he's still here, still hanging in. Say the unfortunate happens. You cannot have a Tiger King 3 without Joe Exotic.
Don't say words like that. Don't say things you don't know nothing about, Connor.
Do you want to see a season without Joe Exotic?
I can imagine they have enough prison house calls, because they kind of formed his time around Tiger King 2 with calls from jail. They probably got enough stuff they could probably at least fit one more in.
You think
one
so?
more documentary series.
In honor of, Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I mean, the third one should just be like Tiger King 3, The Search for Don, or that big old B, Carol Baskin.
That'd be fine. I'll be all for that. All right, one more story to go. And about last night, this may be one of the nerdiest things we have ever talked about, and it's coming to us from Georgia Tech. Stick around. It's Falling in Reverse. It's Popular Monster, Rock 106.1.
Dude, Falling in Reverse, watching their set at Welcome to Rockville this year, those guys have crazy high energy.
Really?
But, like, I think I mentioned this when we were talking post Welcome to Rockville last week or whatever it was. Ronnie Radke goes through an emotional roller coaster of lyrical vocal work.
Right.
It's insane. He goes from like singing to talking to screaming to rapping, and like his throat has to be completely fucked up after every show that he does.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane, the vocal treatments that he goes through. All right, so coming up after this song, we're going to go right into the good old Thanos story. And then after that, we'll have a small commercial break, at least on the radio side. Yeah, Falling in Reverse had a good set, man, for sure, Charles.
All right, got about 2 minutes.
Yesterday was a very unfortunate week again in the NFL. I don't know what's happening in the NFL where every single one of my fantasy football players are scoring like 2 points a game, but I need that stuff to stop. I need it to change up.
Right.
Pretty please with sugar on top. I feel like these last 2 weeks, the NFL has just gone like mad. Like all these teams are winning that shouldn't be winning.
Right.
I mean, the Chicago Bears found a new way to win yesterday. At least that was entertaining. I stopped watching after the first quarter. Went and watched Ghostbusters instead.
Right.
Because of how bad the game was. I need the other teams to do better.
I saw somebody in Disney yesterday, decked out in Bears attire.
Yep, we're all over the place.
Walking through Disney, watching the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, they suck. Why are you doing this to yourselves? You spent how much money to get into this place, and you're going to sit there and watch a Bears game?
Yeah, no, I mean, we did score 3 points in the first half, so
that's a plus.
Pretty good game. At halftime, the score was 6-3. Terabyte goes, F and Andy Dalton pulling it out, though. Yeah, I mean, he did pretty well. Justin Fields got injured his ribs. They thought they were broken ribs, but Justin Fields went on social media last night and said it was not.
Okay.
So he does not have broken ribs, but the Bears play on Thursday. So we'll see if Justin Fields actually plays. Yeah. But thankfully, for pretty much America, it's Bears-Lions. I mean, it's between the two teams, they have 3 wins, and the Bears have all of them.
Ugh.
So it's going to be a horrific start
That's
to
rough.
Thanksgiving this year because of that game.
All right, we got about 15 seconds. I'll be right back. Science proves that a fake event in a fake movie is totally fake.
What?
I know. Final story and about last night. Now, all superhero movies need us to, just suspend our disbelief.
There it is.
I know. Because, well, they're superhero movies, so that's a thing. All right, so Thanos' snap at the end of the Avengers, which, killed off like half the population. Obviously, spoiler alert, didn't really happen.
What?
I know. However, researchers at the Georgia Institute of Technology found that the act of Thanos' snapping his fingers while wearing the gauntlet was actually impossible to pull off.
This is the nerdiest thing, like Cotter said earlier, that we've talked about or possibly really gotten into. More importantly, what is Georgia Institute of Technology wasting their time on? Really? This is the conversational piece that they spent hours upon hours on?
Yeah, I mean, it is. So the snapping the finger is the fastest acceleration of the human body ever measured. Super quick right there, Marshall. Super quick. So this study says the acceleration of a finger while it's snapping is incredibly high, 3 times as fast as the acceleration of a professional baseball player's arm during a pitch. A snap only takes 7 milliseconds, which is more than 20 times faster than the blink of an eye. And in order to pull off such a fast maneuver, the study says the most important component is friction, and researchers found that attempting the snap while wearing metal gloves doesn't generate enough friction.
Okay, so I mean, with like Tony Stark's snap though, because he has like the nano suit or whatever, he could snap because he could like make the little nano robots around his skin move, so he could snap. But so with the gauntlet, you can't because it's so obtuse.
Yes.
All right. I mean, I get that, but like, did they really need to study that? Like, how long did it come to like make that conclusion?
It doesn't say. Now with my youngest, and I don't say this, meanly. She's nerdy. So with the nerdy college student, I can just picture her and her friends sitting around and them going, I don't know if Thanos could actually do that in that glove. And then just like breaking it down.
Right.
Then they get excited about it. So, you got to remember, Georgia Tech, these kids are there for a reason. So then they're running off to the lab going, let's crunch the numbers, guys. And they're, slamming Mountain Dews,
right.
A bunch of Doritos. It's 3 a.m, and they are figuring this thing out.
Well, here's the thing: is I feel like I would have came to that same conclusion. I just needed to get really high first, or trip on some mushrooms and then watch the Avengers. Hold on a second. And once again, the Zach Galifianakis meme with all the equations and everything, they'd run through my head. I'd be like, friction. And that's all I would say. I'd be like, friction. I'd be like, no, man, it's impossible. Friction, duh.
And I'm going to bed. All right, coming up next, I'm going to tell you how you can score tickets for Saliva. Plus, today, your chance to score tickets for Welcome to Rockville. Fill you in. It's Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Charles said, what I watched of the Bears game looked like the fourth quarter of the first preseason game. Yeah, it sounds about right. Morning, Bob. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Scott says, I don't know if that's really a bad thing. My oldest son in high school is taking a Star Wars class. They have classes?
Yeah, they'll do some weird stuff like that.
I really don't know what purpose that they'll serve in life, but he's happy.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, like I said, I could see this totally as, my kid's going to be an architect, not like a, engineer like this, but I could totally see her and her friends sitting around and just kind of nerding out over something and then wanting to figure it out. And then, you get the right teacher, they're going to be like, yes, let's do this, just for fun. So, came across this for plumbers. The day after Thanksgiving, known as Brown Friday.
What?
Brown Friday. The day after Thanksgiving is the busiest day of the year for plumbers. Some have started calling it Brown Friday. And it's for that reason, partially. So there's just an increase in sewage. There's a lot of strain on pipes everywhere, but not just the bathroom. That's part of it.
Right.
But not just the bathroom.
Garbage disposals and stuff.
Yeah, kitchen pipes get clogged when people pour grease, turkey drippings, and cooking oil down the drain. Don't do it. Kitchen disposals get overloaded when people try to put too much food scraps through.
Don't put potatoes through. The starchiness of the potatoes will gum that up. Done it before.
Not to mention stuff that's bad for disposals like potato peels, poultry skins, bones, rice, and pasta. Who's throwing bones down the disposal? I've done rice and pasta.
Right.
Never bones.
There's some dumbass people who've done that.
Increased stress on pipes due to large gatherings, including extra flushes, showers, dishwashing, and laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Brown Friday. That's unfortunate.
Yikes. Yeah, thank God I'm not having Thanksgiving in my house this year.
I'm going to go grab coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. I just realized I created some new slides, but I didn't actually connect them to my little stream deck. Okay, that makes sense. Well, good morning, everyone. Terabyte says, benefits of playing the Lions on Thursday is that they have a losing record on Thanksgiving. You know what? As a Bears fan, I just like to give the Lions their first win. I feel bad enough for them. Let's just give it to them. It makes us have a better draft position, although we don't have a first rounder, but it'll help in the other rounds. Let's just lose to the Lions. As a Bears fan, I'm over it. I'm over it, man. Let's just look good in defeat, though. That's the only thing. I just want my team to look somewhat competent, although it's really difficult when your head coach is Matt Nagy. The Pats are back in first. Everything can go back to normal. Congrats, Bob. Honestly, it's a great story with the Pats coming back. Mac Jones looks good, man. Good for you guys. Rudy says, good morning, everyone. Nothing like waking up to a great morning show after the bullshit Bears game yesterday. It was. I stopped watching. I think it was halftime. I stopped watching at halftime. I went and watched Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is a great film. Everyone go see it. Charles goes, oh, yeah, Cotter, when I was doing service work, I would turn my phone off on Brown Friday. Did anyone else know it was called Brown Friday? Black Friday, obviously, because of the shopping, but Brown Friday because of the plumbing? Anybody? Tony, Cotter's name is looking pretty bad. It is. Is the O intentionally left in front of Marshall? No. Spoiler alert. It gets worse tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for noticing. Yeah, the logo has seen better days. Not my fault. Terabyte says the fact he went Jared Goff to win disgusts me. Actually, I don't know if you heard it. It sounds like he's not going to play, so we'll even lose to their backup. But once again, dude, it's the giving season. Don't be a dick, Terabyte. Give the Lions a win. Detroit needs something. LeBron James just beat the shit out of the Pistons last night. Did you see that clip?
No.
So Pistons Lakers are playing. I think it was in Detroit, maybe. Anyway, it was like a free throw situation, and it was I don't know, I forget the guy's name. Some dude from the Pistons, right?
Right.
They're like on each side of the basket for the free throw. Well, they kind of come into the court because the shot is made, and LeBron James just literally throws his elbow up and clocks a guy right here on his eyebrow. Well, he starts bleeding, and of course the referees call it. They call like a technical on LeBron, but this dude goes like mad, like he loses his shit, and he is like he's blinded for a second, and then LeBron James, like a little pussy, fucking walks away like, I don't know, 40 yards. And this dude's like, where's LeBron James? I'm going to murder him. And like everyone's holding him back. And then he does the very cool guy move. He's like, all right, I'm done. And then he decides to go again. And he's like running after LeBron James. And LeBron James, once again, like a little pussy, fucking steps back a few feet. I'm like, yeah, the death of LeBron James on the court. And then it didn't happen. But it was pretty funny. But wild stuff. But anyway, I think we should give Detroit their first win as a Bears fan. It's the giving season. Fuck it, just do it. Just do it. Wanda's never heard of Brown Friday. Me neither. It's the first time.
I hadn't either. We didn't get a response for the question.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's fix that. All right, guys. Question of the day. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? I can imagine if you are the person that your family makes you do that pajama pick, that's one of them. Once again, Bob goes first hearing this Brown Friday. Same here. Question of the day, once again, is what things does your significant other, current or ex, doesn't matter, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? Help us out. Give us some stories, guys.
All right, under 2 minutes.
Rudy, thank you for that. Tyler, do you have any for...
I'm trying to think. No, not really. I mean, we always...
Avoid your family for the holidays?
Well, yeah, we moved, 16 hours away. Yeah, not really.
All right, guys, once again, question of the day is, what things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? Photo shoots. Like Christmas cocoa. I'm sure that exists somewhere. For Rudy, being sober. Just share your stories with us. Feel free to drop them into the chat, or you can call us at 1-800-394-1061. We could always try to keep it to one break because I have some stories, and we've gotten a couple here from Rudy and Andrew that we talk about.
Okay.
Wanda, thank you so much. Tony says, can we change it to stuff people make that is gross over the holidays? Hate how fruitcake is a thing. No.
Yeah, fruitcake's disgusting.
Ooh, terabyte. My wife makes me, okay. Thank you for that, terabyte. Appreciate it. All sorts of great stuff.
All right, guys, be right back. Right now on the Rock 1061 Facebook page, you could drop a photo of your badass beard, and it could score you tickets for Saliva. They're going to be at Victory North Savannah in December.
Once again, that post is pinned to the top of the Rock 1061 Facebook page. So go drop a picture of you in your finest man mane, and then get all of your buddies to like your photo. This will go to the end of the month. The person with the most likes on their picture will score themselves tickets to go to Saliva.
Now, welcome to Rockville. Tickets are on sale for the 2022 event. They announced the 4 headliners coming up today and tomorrow for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout around 7:30. Your chance to win 4-day passes, a pair of them, to next year's Welcome to Rockville. But you got to beat or tie us. Nobody's done it yet.
Kiss, Korn, Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters. I mean, if you aren't feeling smart, don't waste your time. And I know it's early. Like, don't judge yourself too harshly. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10 smart right now. I'm a -7, so it's okay. And then even at that point in the morning at 7:30, I'm maybe a 2.
Yeah,
like it takes a minute to kickstart this engine of a brain that I have. So don't worry about it. But you got to be extra smart this morning if you think you're going to beat one of us.
So Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout around 7:30? Your chance to win tickets for Welcome to Rockville next year. Coming up after 7, calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. What does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you absolutely hate? 800-394-1061. Need your stories? They're coming up after 7. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Tony says, I am out of trivia. The epic embarrassment of last week was enough. Yeah, and actually, we didn't really talk about it. I suspended Tony from the show.
Through the weekend.
She was able to come back this morning, but Tony, I suspended her from the entire weekend from enjoying Cotter and Marshall Show entertainment on YouTube, going to our Facebook pages. I hope you learned your lesson, Tony. I mean, it was brutal. It broke my heart to do it. It broke my heart to suspend her. But the first ever listener I ever had to suspend.
It's true.
It was awkward. Had to call her to my office. Rudy says, I'm calling my shot for trivia today.
Oh.
All right, good luck, man. Just be the first caller in. Charles says, come on, nobody likes a quitter. See, nobody likes Cotter anymore.
But did they ever?
All of it's fake. All the love that you've received over the last few weeks has been all fake from people. Holly says, I'm going to win those Rockville tickets for my daughter. All right. Make sure everyone gets a chance, though, Holly. Terabyte says, whoa, Tony, you're sounding like the Detroit Lions.
All right. I'm going to grab my coffee, and I'll be right back.
Grab your coffee, man. Okay. Good morning again. All right. Once again, coming into the top of the hour, what things does your significant other or ex force you to do during the holidays that you don't love? I mean, if you guys have a few stories. I mean, has anyone had like a significant other, current or ex, make them do those like pajama pictures? Because they frighten the hell out of me. Like, I'm so happy my wife doesn't make me do that. Could you imagine like having I was in Target over the weekend and they had box after box after box of like different sizes of those like red pajamas, those white pajamas. And everyone does those stupid pictures during Christmas. Oh, I can only imagine. Stacy, do you do pajama pictures? You do get pajamas. Oh my God. The what? Only the bottom, or you go topless for the rest of them? Rudy says, my in-laws do the stupid pajamas bullshit. Dude, it's so weird. Get in here. Get on camera. Hold on. Let me throw on your mic. Yeah, your hair looks great. All right, so here, got to get it on there. All right, so the pajama people scare the crap out of me.
Right.
So you do pajama pictures?
We don't do pictures. We just get them. We get cozy pajama bottoms at Old Navy on Black Friday. It's kind of our thing that we've done because we don't like to.
So you just, what do you do, topless for the rest of the day?
No, like we have just T-shirts. Like we just have like the cool Christmas bottoms. Does that make sense? And like the fuzzy socks are like $1, but it's more for cozy factor than it is for pictures.
And you just wear them the one day out of the year. What do you do after that? Like ritualistically burn them as you pray to the devil?
No, they can't wear them till that day.
Oh.
And then they can wear them whenever.
Ooh. Mm.
Just for morning pictures because I have kids. Like I want them to have like cute things on.
But pictures. You just said pictures, so you do take pictures.
But I don't like have them like laid out in like buffalo plaid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't do that. But we do the fuzzy socks and the fuzzy pants.
Yeah, it's still weird.
I'm getting you a pair of
Still weird.
Christmas bottoms.
Only if we get matching ones.
I'll get the same.
We have to wear them the entire month of December.
You think I won't do it? Because I will. And you'll have fuzzy socks. It will happen.
Let's see. Tony says, morning, Stacy.
Good morning, Tony.
But there, yeah, it's very weird. Like Rudy said, my in-laws do the stupid pajamas bullshit. Like it's.
You know who does it here? Mia. She was just going to get hers the other
Really?
day. Yeah, and now she's got a new baby. It's going to be insanity. Yeah, just unfollow for at least a month. I'm sure it's going to be
For at least a month.
I'm sure it's going to be intense.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping in.
Don't think I won't get you. What size? Extra large?
I don't. Yeah, extra large. I guess. I don't know.
Right.
If we're.
What's going on?
I was just talking about how weird people are for doing the whole pajama things, and now Stacy wants to buy me pajama pants.
Like what? Pajama pictures?
Yeah, the pajama pictures, like they do. You know, everyone's sitting on a couch, and it's the man, the wife, the dog, and the dog's wearing them too, and like they're 27, whatever. All your fucking kids.
Yeah, we never did that. Always got the kids PJs for like Christmas Eve, but never did like a family photo in PJs.
My dad just threw me a pack of cigarettes, and he goes, "Go shovel the driveway. Warm yourself up with those stogies, bitch." He was a kind man.
Sounds like it.
Sean, good morning, Sean. I could use some fuzzy socks today. 17 feels like 10 here. Oh my, it's 17 degrees in Minnesota. You know what sounds awesome? Not Minnesota. But also kudos to the Vikings yesterday for beating the Green Bay Packers 34-31, the best part of my football Sunday. Heather says if you're going to do the PJ thing, it absolutely has to be onesies, period. What? Heather, how many onesies you own? Better question. All right, guys, once again, question of the day. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? So if you got a great story for us, feel free to call us up, 1-800-394-1061. I'm laughing because Heather says she owns 3 onesies as an adult. And then you can also text us that same number, or you could just drop your stories here into the stream.
Yeah, there we go. Moving some stuff around.
Sean says, I was rooting against the Vikings. I like when their fans are unhappy. Makes for a better day for me. Ooh, Heather's feisty this morning. She goes, fight me. If that fight just lands into just you giving me a massage, that'd be great, actually. Yes, I do have your number. Sean says, I feel like after buying my new griller and smoker this weekend, I should change my Twitch handle to Hornier for smoked meats.
Oh.
You should, absolutely. Go ahead and change that up.
I like that.
So Sean over the weekend actually messaged Cotter and I. He bought a $1,000 new smoker griller. It was what was it? A Traeger? Start with a T. Traeger. That's it. Yeah, but he bought a fancy new grill. Now, Cotter, in the Cool Guy tournament, there is there wasn't an upset set. There was like there was a matchup that was one you were calling for like 100% win. How mad are you? Because there was actually one vote on the other side.
Mother effer.
I don't think have we had a 100% win yet? No. I think you were just looking for that.
I just wanted that, and we're not going to, especially as we head into the Final Four. There's not going to be neither of these we won't get to see a one-sided victory.
No, not at all. Heather says, and yes, please let me know if you want to book a service with me. I'm small, but deep tissue is my thing. So what Heather's trying to say is she'll smack a bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She'll wear a onesie too. Heather, would you wear a onesie on a request, or is that too weird?
This is starting to get weird.
Well, no, I mean, we've been talking about it. It's not like I just like if I just found Heather's name in like the phone book and called her up, which is how old I am, their phone books still exist. If I just found her and was like, "Will you wear a onesie and massage me?" That would be weird. But because we know Heather on a much more intimate basis, she goes, "No, it's too hot. We'll do it outside." Dude, did you see the weather for tomorrow? Dude, you better put a sock on your dick like the Chili Peppers. It's gonna be cold as shit. No, seriously, hold on. I wasn't saving that line. That one just came naturally.
Oh, God. 55?
Tomorrow's low is 38 here in Savannah, 36 and 39 and 41 and 30. Dude, it's like the lows are in the high 30s for us Georgia people, just for everyone who's not watching from the area. That's cold as shit for us. Once again, our dicks are going to fall off. It's that cold. That's why I told Cotter to put 2 socks on your dick tomorrow.
Let's see.
Just use one of your wife's socks like the rest of us use.
Let's see. Looking ahead to Austin. 70s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit warmer.
No, yeah, I mean, you're essentially moving to God's smoker. That's what I've always called Texas. That's why they have such great barbecue in Texas. Cotter, I need the recipe for sweat sock salad. I want to make some. No, you don't, Holly. Don't say things.
Yes, you do. I will hit up the wife.
Dave says used it yesterday for a brisket. First time in a few weeks. Been so busy. Oh, David, do you have a Traeger thing too?
We got about 7 minutes.
Excuse me. Andrew Roberts, I don't mind them. My starter was a Smoke Hollow 36-inch vertical. Okay.
I don't know any of that.
If I had to guess, I think my wife's buying me a smoker for Christmas. I'm still throwing it out there. I'm guessing that's my present this year.
Okay.
She told me she didn't buy me many presents this year because I think
she went big.
I think she went big.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
I told her that for every gift that I don't get that she does, I'm just taking it away from her. If she gets me 3 gifts and I got her 12, I'm just going to take the rest of her gifts, open them in front of her, and then return them. I thought it was an appropriate response when she told me.
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Can you guess the top grossing film of the year globally so far?
Oh, the Fast and the Furious movie came out this year, right?
Yep.
I'm guessing it's Fast and the Furious or James Bond.
James Bond. And
okay.
Fast and Furious looks like it's 2.
Oh, okay. Damn, look at me, man. I'm a movie genius on a Monday.
James Bond, $734 million.
Yeah.
F9, $721 million.
I have no interest in seeing F9 like the rest of the world, but I do want to see James Bond, and I think it comes out in December on video.
Okay.
So.
And then Shang-Chi is the highest grossing film in the United States.
It's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
I'm not there's a whole lot of new MCU characters.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Eternals yet, but Shang-Chi is pretty cool. I liked it. Ooh, Dave's got a pit boss. That sounds fancy. Charles says, "God damn, my phone is fucking blowing up already today. Gonna put me in a mood." Uh-oh. So in case anyone's wondering, I can give you a list of places to not go to avoid Charles for the day. And by that, I mean I could probably give you he has 3 places he goes every day. I'll give you the list because you never want to encounter this man on a Monday through Friday basis. On the weekend, he's pretty good. He's slamming natties. He's killing deer. It's always a good time to see him on the weekend.
He's in a happy place.
Oh, yeah. His happy place is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I get that.
It's just that Monday through Friday grind that really gets him down. Sean says this Traeger is an absolute machine. Well, of course it is. Might become sentient and kill me in my sleep. It's so advanced and technology filled. Damn.
If you don't show up, the next couple days for the chat, we'll know why.
So Sean bought this Traeger barbecue pit thing. Well, it actually has an app where you could download a recipe for let's just say you're going to make some cream cheese, some smoked cream cheese. You could put it in there and you could just set the app and it will heat up to the right degree and then come down on the degrees to finish out the cooking and stuff. I think is what I read. So this thing's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're leading into our topic of the day, which is what things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? So if you got some stories, feel free to share them with us. 1-800-394-1061 is the phone number. You can text us also at that, or you could just, wait for it, drop your story into the stream.
I got about 3.5 minutes.
Right there into the chat. So with the story, I could go first.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't have one here.
Yep. So I could go from there. And then what I'll do is I'll email you the stories that we have on the stream.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay. All right. Let's do that.
NCAA, I don't know. Football's weird. I guess NFL's weird about it, too. Did you see what happened to the UCLA quarterback over the weekend?
No.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson got flagged for being kind to a fan. He rushed for a touchdown. Fan reached down with the Bruins baseball hat and a Sharpie. Dorian signed it. He got flagged for a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct for signing a hat.
During the game, though, right?
Yeah, but still.
All right, I just sent you those.
Okay.
So this first break here, why don't you go ahead and choose like one or two of those?
Okay.
And then I just got another one from Terabyte here. So I think we'll have enough to fill two.
Okay.
Yeah, try to only choose one or two, and then you should stick to one if you can.
Yeah.
And then we'll fill out the second break with hopefully some more stories, and we'll go from there. And we'll just plan on doing two today. That third break, we can fill in with stuff we have for tomorrow, Torch Tuesday and stuff. Yeah. So I think we'll be fine.
So you have a story, though, to kick it off, right?
Oh, I got multiple.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading Terabyte's latest story. It's funny. Okay, guys. Once again, question of the day is, what thing does your significant other force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? If you got a great story for us, please share. If not, we're going to get into that here in the next minute and a half or so. Good morning, A-Dub. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, man? Hey, Rob. How's it going?
What up, Rob? What up, Chris? Thanks for joining. Everyone's joining right now. Welcome to 7 o'clock, everyone. Chris says, good morning, gentlemen. My wife starts the Christmas music as early as she can once the local stations go out Christmas all the time. So does she. When did we start Christmas music on Rewind? Yep. Friday. Sorry, that's our fault. That's our bad, Chris. Sorry.
All right, guys. Got about 20-ish seconds or so. So we'll be right back. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to hop on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. We're also taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning, 800-394-1061. What things does your significant other, current or an ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love?
There's a couple things that have happened to me recently, Cotter, that I wanted to share, at least on this one. First, I got into quite the conversation with my wife. So last year, we decided to get rid of our old Christmas stuff. We've been rocking it for like a decade. We're like, you know what? Let's throw away a bunch of the stuff. And then that's where my problem started, because then we had to replenish our Christmas stock.
Okay.
And I got into a situation that is my fault. So we're in Pooler and we went and saw a movie or something.
Right.
And then there's that at-home store, right? Which is right around the corner. So she's like, let's stop at home. I'm like, sure. So we walk in, and I knew the whole trip to at home was doomed when she said this to me. She goes, what kind of Christmas colors do you like? So as a guy, I immediately go, I've never thought of that. I go, not once. And I go, I don't know, red and green. They seem like Christmas colors. And immediately mad at me. And I'm like, what's going on here? She goes, you're not even trying. And I was like, she goes, what about teal? And I'm like, teal's not a Christmas color. And then she got even more mad because we walked down a Christmas aisle that literally everything was teal on the left and everything was silver on the right. And she goes, this is a nice aisle. And I'm like, I mean, it's just an aisle. Once again, like literally, like she's giving me A or B, and the answer is always A, and I'm always pressing B. Like it's just like this bad quiz that I didn't know I was actually in the midst of. So that was one of those things where I didn't voluntarily know was happening, but I failed that test.
I mean, if I was asked, what Christmas colors do you want to go with? It's red and green.
Right.
I didn't know there were other options.
Yeah. No. At home, the at-home store.
Sure, I get it.
It's aisle after aisle, and it's like they just took like a sandblaster of a certain color, and they just did one side and then the other. And it's like, I didn't know gold and like all these other colors were represented on Christmas Day. And then I had to go to Hobby Lobby after at home, like the next day to go look for more Christmas stuff.
Right.
I mean, this is a holiday. Thankfully, it's not a tradition because we bought a bunch of stuff. And I did come around just to say, she's like, what do you think of teal? I'm like, oh, I love teal. What about a flat green to pair with this red? Maybe a black? Like black ornaments are a thing. And I'm like, why don't we get some of these? She's like, that's a great idea. I'm like, all right, nailed it. But yeah, that's like one of those weird things that I didn't know was a thing until I got into that situation.
Yeah, I would have had no idea. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's red and green. That's all.
No.
Right?
No.
It's too many. I don't need other options when it comes to Christmas colors.
Wrong.
Maybe.
Wrong.
I don't need those
Wrong.
options.
You know what the correct answer to that whole situation is? Stay in the car.
Yes, 100%. All right, call, comment, and text. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? I think this is a big one for everybody. Rudy hit us up. Hanging out with the in-laws. That's a tough putt on its own, but Rudy continues. They're uber Christians and sober.
Yikes.
The Christian thing, I don't care.
Does that mean you have to be sober?
That's the question. Because, I mean, I'm not saying I'm getting schnockered every day around the holidays, but I like to have a beverage.
All right, but you got to play the room, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was going to say, if you're going over to the in-laws' house and they're sober, are you automatically forced into being sober?
100%. And they're probably praying before dinner and then after dinner, and like they probably like, oh, it's Christmas lighting, they're lighting the Rockefeller tree, but it's just their crappy 6-foot plastic tree in the corner of their crappy home, and they're like, yeah, they do a little prayer circle around that too. You're like, when does this stop?
Something tells me Rudy is a man who knows how to work a flask, though. And he's got that stashed away, maybe multiple. Mm-hmm. Got to have options.
Well, if you saw Rudy walk into the room, you're automatically like, well, that guy's drunk. So they shouldn't hold anything against him.
All right, more of your calls, comments, and texts coming up. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you absolutely hate? Comment on the chat, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Give us a call or text, 800-394-1061. Greta Van Fleet, it's built by nations. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for joining us this morning. Lane says, where did the damn year go? I don't know, man. I'm still looking for it. What else we got going on? Hey, Wanda. Speaking of Leave the Dead, sorry, Sean and Rob were talking about Rob's band, Leave the Dead. Will be debuting, I believe, the American release of a brand new Leave the Dead song. So Rob is our friend from New Zealand who watches the show on Twitch. We're going to debut a song from his band.
Yes. On
Wednesday. We're very excited about it. It's going to happen right around 8:15 a.m. Eastern time.
So I'm looking forward to that. Rhett, no, there was nothing here when I showed up this weekend. From Rhett, did you see anything?
No, I didn't see it. I mean, I was only in my office for a second this morning, but I didn't see any packages sitting on my desk.
Yeah, sorry, Rhett.
Let's see. Tony says, didn't you end up getting Halloween stuff too? Oh, at that house. Oh, I've been to At Home multiple times. Trust me. No, this is a different trip. Chris says the last few years we've done a blue, teal, and silver. This year we changed it up to red, black, and silver. There you go. See?
Yeah.
See, Chris knows my pain.
So we basically finally dumped everything as we were going through, lightening our load of things to make the trip.
Absolutely.
So if any lights didn't work, pitched. Any lights that did work, I seriously just put a big tub together. I put them out on my driveway. I posted on our thing. It's like, hey, anybody want this? Everything works. It's all good. The guy who ended up coming up and picking up what did he pick? My kitchen table. And he's like, those lights, all you, man. So he's like, oh, sweet. So, yeah, I have nothing Christmas outside of all of our specific ornaments, the special ornaments. Everything else, it's going to be a brand new Christmas come next year in Austin because we'll have to buy everything new.
Yeah, I think the actual colors we went with the black.
Yeah.
Black, like a flat green.
Okay.
And then like a flat red.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so essentially we went to red and green, just like I said.
It'll be interesting because I think once Dana gets there and we start looking for that kind of stuff, this will be the first time we don't necessarily have to buy things with the kids in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we can literally buy things that, it's like, we want this.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, we don't have to go, hey, kids, what do you think about this? So I'm kind of excited about that. You have a grown-up house.
Yeah.
With all my Star Wars stuff.
My dad was a big he didn't even want anything guy. So eventually, tell me what age you get to where you don't want Christmas presents, because I'm 39 and I still love getting Christmas presents.
Christmas presents.
Yeah, my dad was, I don't know, for the last like 15, 20 years, he didn't want anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, I was like, don't get me anything. I don't want anything.
I'm all in, man. Yeah. I hit it when I hit about in between 40, 45, I finally hit the age where I went, oh, I need home stuff. And I really enjoy getting home stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Where previous to 40, I'm like, I don't want that. Got the blower a few years ago, like the leaf blower. I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
One day you'll own a house again.
I know.
Or a trailer, depending on what you can afford in Austin.
We're just going to go back and forth?
Yeah, we'll go back.
All right. All right, guys, we'll be right back. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? Hit us up, 800-394-1061. Taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. Thanks to everybody who's contributed so far. What things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? I don't know what it is about the holidays, but the wife and I sync up on a lot of that stuff. It's just like we want to be able to do our own thing.
Right, ornaments, your periods.
Yeah, all of that stuff. I mean, it's really nice. Happens at the same time.
Right.
It's very convenient.
Yeah, when the flow is going the same direction at the same time, I mean, how can you complain?
So we don't have to deal with this. Plus, we move 16 hours away from any family, so it's not like we have to spend time with family over the holidays, but plenty of stuff. From you guys. Wanda hit us up. She said, I think Tony and I both feel this way. Holiday meals. I hate having to go to family members' homes for Thanksgiving dinner. There are too many people there. And my family is just dysfunctional.
Every family's dysfunctional. Don't think you're special in regards to that one. But yeah, I mean, like if you are the roving Thanksgiving meal goers out there, I feel for you on Thanksgiving. Like the people who have to go to grandpa's house, but also like your mom and dad aren't together. So there's two, grandma, like you have to hit up like 12 Thanksgivings that day. You're like, I'm so stuffed. I can't eat anything else. Then you get like guilted into at least have a coffee, a piece of pumpkin pie, maybe a little coffee with some schnapps. You got to have something. You got to have something. Yeah,
that was the thing. Growing up, we had both sets of grandparents live close, so we had to go to both for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Once Dana and I had kids, same thing. My parents wanted to see him. Her parents wanted to see him. Moving away was the best thing ever because it's just like we get up when we want. We do our own thing. We're in PJs pretty much all day long. Thanksgiving, get up, turn on the parade, just kick back, start making some food here and there. So I know it sounds horrible. Moving away from my family, Best thing I could do for the holidays.
Oh no, it's my favorite thing ever. Are you kidding me?
It's the best.
My family, like at some point during one singular year, my family will go, "Oh, we miss you. You should come home." I'm like, no, no, you don't need to see me. Actually, you like me more because I'm gone. If I was around, oh, you hate me.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, our question of the day is: what things does your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you don't love? Chris chimed in, said, "Good morning, gentlemen. My wife starts the Christmas music as early as she can. Wants the local stations go all Christmas all the time. So does she." Now, hand up. This is kind of our fault. Rewind 107.9. This is also a shameless plug. Rewind 107.9, our sister station. They play Christmas music all the time.
Yep.
And they started, last Friday?
The 19th, going until the day after Christmas.
Right. So that's hands up, kind of our fault, Chris. But I don't mind it most of the time.
I like that it's there for when I want it.
Right.
But if it was constant 24/7, it would drive me up the wall.
Right. Like if you're only listening to that station. Yeah.
Yeah. If I had nothing but Christmas music, if I had to work in a department store or someplace where it was just always on, I would go crazy.
Oh, 100%. And then, it does, fuel my Christmas spirit, but you know what else does? Alcohol. So, I don't know. A little combination of both works wonders.
Tony hit us up. I have an employee that does the pajamas thing.
Ugh.
It extends out to aunts, uncles, cousins, and anyone attending Christmas.
No.
So many questions. Say you're new to the family. Say you just got the weird invite to this Christmas.
Right.
Are you given a pair of official pajamas?
Yeah,
you have to go get your own?
No, you're giving them. It's like a cult. It's like Squid Game, dude. It's immediately like you're wearing the green jumpsuit from Squid Game. You're like, you guys do this all the time? Like, yeah, we want to play some games. Like, no, I've seen this. No, I'll pass.
Here's a cookie in a tin. This whole
lick it, bitch. Lick it.
Call, comment, and text. What things is your significant other, current or ex, force you to do over the holidays that you absolutely hate?
Ooh, I got more. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize that was the do more one. Gave me those eyes. All right, here's one. Sorry. From Terabyte, our friend on the stream. He says, my wife makes me pick out candles for the house for the holidays. And to her, I always pick the weirdest smells. See, that's a weird one. I've never had to do the candle one before. Have you?
No. Is your wife? Does she like candles?
No, she's a big time like Christmas candle girl. Like we actually stopped by Bath and Body Works, which is the only place to buy candles according to her.
Right.
And we had to go pick out ones. But I think we're on once again, our periods have actually matched up. We're on the same smell level when it comes to candles.
Oh, that's good. No, we don't. When we were younger, we had candles. Ever since once we started having kids, and it got dangerous.
Yeah.
We got rid of candles and we've never gone back to them.
Oh, you're gonna become a candle family again.
I don't think so.
You're gonna be starting some fires.
The wife has never brought it up, so I'm not going to encourage it. I'm good being a candle-free home.
No, you're going to be in Texas now. You are going to start having a funk when you come home because of the disgusting amount of sweat that you're going to have. You're going to realize you're going to become a candle person again.
Maybe.
She's just doing that to mask your order.
All right, thank you to everybody who contributed stories today. We appreciate that. Coming up next, we're down to our final two shows, the Cotter and Marshall show, after today. So we'll tell you what we have planned over the next couple days. Stick around. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Danielle says, one thing I force my husband to do over the holidays is wrapping presents. Oh, good. Damn it, Danielle. That's a good one. He doesn't believe in wrapping because of how quickly it gets torn off, but that's what a Christmas present without. Yeah, exactly. Danielle, I completely agree.
I'm okay with the wrapping. I do a horrible job, and you would think after a while you just get better. I don't. Some boxes I'm like, okay, I'm proud of that. Most of them it just looks like garbage.
Yeah, and by Danielle, I completely agree. I completely agree with your husband. Wrapping is a sham, and it's such a waste of time. My wife spent 2 hours wrapping gifts. She watched an entire movie. Well, I watched an entire movie. She sat near me wrapping presents, looking up every 5 seconds or 30 on Friday night, just like wrapping. It takes too damn long. And she was going hardcore into it. She was wrapping and then putting ribbon around it too.
Okay.
Too much.
Greg, you shouldn't wrap the presents. Try spray painting them. It lasts longer, and it's hilarious to watch people try to unwrap.
Rudy says, best thing about Christmas music is extending, not getting whammed, going for 5, maybe even 6 years in a row.
You haven't got wham for that long?
What's wham? What is that?
What's their song? They have the one Christmas song.
Being the Christmas music guy, I expected you would know this.
Last Christmas. So it's kind of
Last Christmas.
Does that count? Does that count?
You gave me a hug.
You go as long as you can without hearing the song. So that's kind of, you get whammed. So Rudy, I don't know. Marshall may just effed you right there.
Last Christmas, you gave me my heart. The next day, I farted away. I don't know.
You know way too many of those lyrics. I don't know.
I think everyone has an obscene amount of stupid Christmas song knowledge in their heads that they honestly don't even know about until they're asked about it.
Yeah.
Like if I told you sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, how much could you sing? Just sing it. No, just sing it. Don't mouth it.
I can sing most of it.
Yeah. Exactly. Like we all know way too much Christmas music.
Okay. Rudy's throwing down the rules. Nope, that doesn't count because it wasn't actually Wham. Has to be their version.
Tony goes, all of it. I know every single word. Rob goes, have you ever got a present that you didn't like but had to pretend you did because of the person who got it for you?
Oh,
every year.
Yeah.
Every damn year.
Usually from my kids.
Right?
Yeah. There's a few where it's
what's the worst present one of your kids got you? What's like you're like
remember.
You're like a tie or something?
Nah, nothing really stands out. But when they were younger, it was just like you'd go out and they just, want to pick up the most random present. Yeah. I remember, so my brother, when he was younger, we were out Christmas shopping for my parents. He wanted to get my mom these god-awful earrings. I mean, they were just hideous. My mom wouldn't wear them. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, no, we're not. And he was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. And I was like, no, we're not getting. He started crying in the middle of Walmart, would not shut up.
Yes.
And guess what my mom got for Christmas? Those god-awful earrings.
I think the worst gift that I got growing up was my grandpa's wife. So it wasn't my true grandma. It was my grandpa's wife, Lucille. She got me an Axe spray. You know those Christmas like those box sets, essentially, of Axe spray. It comes with like a cologne, like whatever. It comes with like 3 or 4 stupid things. That is one gift I don't think I ever touched.
Right.
I literally never opened it. And like as a kid, you open everything. Yeah. And I got that when I was like, 12, 13 years old.
Oh, that's like prime Axe years.
Yeah. Yeah. I never even opened. Like that's the one Christmas gift in the history of getting Christmas gifts that I don't think I ever even I just went like this. Next. That was nice. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Grandma. Loved it. Spray down my gross body every day with this shit. Let's see. Sean says, my mom is a person that tries to peel the tape off the package so she doesn't tear the tape. I usually reach over and tear a seam so she'll have to just rip the rest off. Yeah, people also, what's worse, bad gifts or people who take too damn long to open a gift?
Bad gifts. I don't care. Take your time to open the present. That doesn't bother me.
I don't know. When you're with multiple people and you're all opening gifts, but like you're doing the almost the merry-go-round of like showing off your gifts, and you're like, all right, little Jimmy, open up your gift, and the little kid's just like, ha 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 ha, and he's just like not doing it. You're like, open the gift. Let's go. I want to have breakfast. And then you just shoot him with your new bug salt gun.
That's true. I'm gonna be right back.
Tony says, wait till Christmas throws up at a perfect touch. Sunday after Thanksgiving is the day. More villages than Halloween. Oh, good Lord. Actually, I'm interested in seeing it. Charles says, my favorite Christmas song, Deck the Halls with Balls of Charlie. Oh, I have to look that one up. All right, guys, thanks for joining the Cotter and Marsh show this morning. We do appreciate it. Coming up next, we're going to talk about our last 2 shows. So tomorrow's show and then Wednesday's show, we have quite the lineup of stuff for everyone. And also coming up here at the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour. So a little over an hour from now, we are going to be playing Big Money Monday. So once again, Big Money Monday is coming up here in about an hour or so. So if you want to get your number in, please do so. 1-800-394-1061. Just drop in your first name and the number between 1 and 9. And then once you do that, you are set. We're going to randomly choose one person to roll for today with the fancy bingo machine. And then we'll see if we can get ourselves a Big Money Monday winner. We're also going to do it on our very last day as well. So, and we're going till we get a winner. That's what Cotter said, at least. Unless A-Dub yells at us, then maybe we won't. But maybe we will. I don't know. But we'll do that as well this week. So just a heads up. Speaking of, I'm going to break out my last show email just so I can make sure to talk about everything we have coming up. There it is. Double roll, double roll. There it is. Winning Cotter's cash here. Yeah. He does make $1,500 per show. Tony says, do you need anything for Wednesday? Just your emotional support. Maybe a large amount of tissues, the happy kind, not the sad kind. Or wait, no, the opposite way. Ooh, the sad kind, not the happy kind. No, but I think we'll be good. Sorry, got to do one more thing, and we'll be ready to go.
All right, minute and a half.
There we go. Any other interesting things happened to you while you were in Disney this weekend?
Not really. It's they have everything because they just started this whole lightning lane thing. So they had the Fast Pass for years, and the Fast Pass allowed you to scan your ticket and you can get a time frame to come back to a ride. That's popular, and it was great. You can get like one per ticket at a time. So if you got one, you had to wait to use it before you can get the next. Not a big deal, and it was actually a nice little system. Worked out well. Well, then they went, we can make way more money if we charge people for it. So they have that with this whole lightning lane thing now. So you have to, you can either buy a package that is good for the entire day. It's basically paying for the Fast Pass. And the system was the same, that if you got one, you had to wait to use it before you can get the next. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's that part I didn't like. That part, it's like Disney. I mean, I know they're all about the money, but that part just really sucked. And it changed the way the whole line system was. So everything was a little bit different. We got to do a break. So we can finish this up in a second. We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. After today, just 2 more shows to go. Of course, the final show will be Wednesday. All kinds of special guests, special going away messages from people. Mm-hmm. But tomorrow is our final Torture Tuesday of the Cotter and Marshall Show. So basically, I'm going to suffer one torture every hour.
Yeah, it's kind of our going away present, our chef's kiss, our last genuinely awkward hug to Cotter when it comes to Torture Tuesdays.
And we're reliving some of our favorite Torture Tuesdays from the past.
Yeah, I think we're doing mousetraps.
Yep.
What else are we doing?
We don't have a treadmill, but we're going to do Lego hallway.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do that. We're going to do dog collar.
Oh, yeah, the shock collar.
Shock collar's back. Mm-hmm. And then some sort of heat challenge.
Yeah, actually, I think I have the Death Nut challenge, and then I have a solar flare challenge, which is like a sunflower seed one that we've never done before.
Okay, so I'm not going to go through all 6 levels.
Sure, you will.
Skip right to the Death Nut.
Well, no, how about we do this? We'll take all the first 4 levels of the Death Nut. We'll grind them up. You snort them, then you eat the last nut.
No, this sounds
Hands
like a horrible
up.
idea.
I would like for you to do that. Hands up, please.
Horrible idea.
Please.
Horrible once again.
Well, you're a big-time drug guy. I thought you'd be into it.
Not that kind of drugs. But tomorrow, so every hour will be a different Torch Tuesday.
Don't cut yourself short. It's always time to start new. You're not that old.
And then, are you sure?
Yeah.
And then the final show is coming up on Wednesday. So please hang with us over the next 2 days. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, coming up next, or right now, actually, it's time for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Once again, your chance to score 2 4-day passes to next year's Welcome to Rockville.
Kiss, Korn, who am I forgetting? Foo Fighters, and the last one, Guns N' Roses,
yes,
of course, are headlining this year's Welcome to Rockville 2022. That's coming up in mid-May. So if you want your opportunity to win those passes, you can call us up right now, 1-800-394-1061.
Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout is next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Our light not working today again?
Maybe not, but looks like we're getting a call. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Made it. It's Rudy.
Rudy! All right, man. You know the drill. So you got to beat or tie us to score the tickets today. Who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
I'm going to give you a going away present, Kata.
All right, man. Good luck.
All right, Rudy, bear with me. Give me 1 second.
You good?
All right, Rudy, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. You played with us before, so you know the rules. There are a couple of multiple choice questions, like 3 right in a row, so I'll give you a heads up when those come about. Other than that, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, question number 1 goes like this. What was the name of the first spinoff from the TV show Law and Order?
SVU?
That is correct. Question number 2 is multiple choice. How tall are the Hollywood sign letters? Is it 30, 40, or 45 feet?
40.
That is incorrect. Question number 3 is also multiple choice. What country has the calling code +20? Is it Ireland, Egypt, or Albania?
Egypt.
That is correct. Question number 4, also multiple choice. Granchio is Italian for what seafood? Crab or lobster?
Lobster.
That is incorrect. Question number 5, according to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.?
In a shelter or home?
That is correct. Question number 6, who did ESPN name the greatest athlete of the 20th century?
Michael Jordan.
That is correct. And question number 7, what state is the tomb of the unknown soldier located in?
Oh, son of a bitch. Virginia?
That is correct. And that is time as well. Rudy, you got 1, 2, 3, 5 out of 7 today, Cotter.
Aha!
Rudy got 5 out of 7 today. No big deal.
Rudy, what are you doing, man?
Rudy may be winning himself some Welcome to Rockville tickets. So, Rudy, hang on the line. Going to give Cotter the same quiz here with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia?
I don't feel good about this at all. So congratulations prematurely to Rudy.
So I want you to know that I wrote 3 trivia quizzes this week, and I made sure that all of them were hard.
Okay.
These are jerk.
You got 5 out of 7, though.
Yeah, these are jerk questions, most of them. So just a heads up, there are 3 multiple choice questions in a row that I'll point out to you. Other than that, you know the rules, so let's go ahead and get into it. Question number 1, what was the name of the first spinoff from the TV show Law & Order?
SVU?
That is correct. Question number 2 is multiple choice. How tall are the Hollywood sign letters? 30, 40, or 45 feet?
45.
That is correct. Question number 3, what country has the calling code, +20? Ireland, Egypt, or Albania?
Ireland.
That is incorrect. Question number 4, Granchio is Italian for what seafood? Crab or lobster?
Granchio? Lobster.
Incorrect. Question number 5, according to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.?
A shelter. Homeless shelter. A hospital. I don't know.
I'm going to say, I'll give it to you. I'll be nice. Question number 6, who did ESPN name the greatest athlete of the 20th century?
Muhammad Ali?
Incorrect. Question number 7, what state is the tomb of the unknown soldier located in?
Virginia.
That is correct, Cotter.
Yeah,
That's 4.
Yep.
Rudy with the win.
Congratulations, Rudy.
Take that for your streak.
All right, congratulations, Rudy. You won yourself a pair of 4-day Welcome to Rockville passes. You got 4 great bands on that, and I heard a little birdie told me that they're going to reveal the entire lineup here in early December, so just a heads up.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
All right, Rudy, we'll be in touch, man. Congrats. And
you have his number?
Yeah, I got his info.
All right, cool, man. Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
See you.
All right, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia today. What was the name of the first spinoff from the TV show Law & Order? That would be Law & Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. Question number 2, how tall are the Hollywood sign letters? 45 feet. What country has the calling code +20? I think that's how you say it. It's actually Egypt.
Okay.
Question number 4, Granchio is Italian. I don't know how it's Granchio. Granchio?
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. Is Italian for crab. Question number 5, according to Russian law, a homeless person must be where after 10 p.m.? Home. Homeless shelter. I accepted both.
How do they have a home? They're homeless.
I know. Well, Russians.
Okay.
Question number 6, who did ESPN name the greatest athlete of the 20th century? Michael Jordan. And question number 7, what state is the tomb of the unknown soldier located? Virginia.
All right, back at it tomorrow, 7:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Your chance to score a pair of tickets to Welcome to Rockville 2022. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break from audio on the stream so Cotter can edit that up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, back with audio on the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us while Cotter was editing up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, which you obviously heard first before we even played on the air. Cotter goes down in defeat 5-4. Rudy is taking his ass to Welcome to Rockville.
Now, tomorrow's the last one. Are we doing one Wednesday or no?
I didn't plan.
Okay.
I don't have anything scheduled trivia-wise for our last day. If you want it, we could do it.
No, I'm fine with tomorrow being it.
So, Cotter, your final record, or close to your final record, possibly, will be 56 wins, 10 losses. Now, you're double-digit losses now, and 6 ties.
Okay.
According to Greg, you're at 77.77% winning percentage. All the 7s, baby.
All right, there we go. That is in, ready to go.
Cool. All right, guys, we got some time. So this is a perfect time to break out probably one of the last renditions of hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. So if you have any questions about the upcoming week, about whether your family's going to get into a fight with you about some stupid political thing that means nothing, or someone's getting drunk like your uncle, which according to statistics is true, or just any question at all, maybe about Thanksgiving or just your life, hit us up with hashtag Ask the 8 Ball in the comments, and we'll get to those questions when we see them run through. But once again, if you have a question for hashtag Ask the 8 Ball, make sure they're like yes or no questions. Drop them into the chat. Charles says, nobody play Cotter tomorrow. That way he can go out a loser. Brutal.
I already figured in everybody's eyes I was already going out a loser since I'm leaving.
No, I mean, you're going out a dick, not a loser.
Fair enough.
But if no one plays you tomorrow, you're going out a loser dick. So, so I mean, I'll share on the chat what we have kind of in place for our final show, at least some teasers. So for our final show, Cotter mentioned it very briefly, but I have secured some goodbye messages from Cotter's past, present, and possibly future. So we'll be playing some messages, which I'll give to you. Let's see. Cotter, I'll give to you kind of like I do the audio stuff.
Okay. Will they all be edited and clean for air?
Yes, I will make sure that no one drops any F-bombs or anything, but I'll pre-edit them, and I'll send them to you, but I'll probably just send them as initials, as opposed to just like 1 through 10.
Right.
Or whatever. So on our final show, we'll have loads of goodbye messages from people. We'll be playing 3 or 4 an hour. From people that you may very well know. And then after that, we'll also be having guests. We'll have tons of guests in studio. I can confirm that Tim Janier will be in studio. We'll have people from the Savannah community, some of our coworkers. Our boss will be here. Mike the Magician, who is a Horde member. He usually shows up later in the show. He'll actually be joining us inside the 9 o'clock hour. We'll be trying things we've never tried. When it comes to beers, we'll be trying a thing called a buzz button, which we'll explain later. We'll be giving Mac a spelling bee about words she doesn't like. So we have a interesting show lined up for our final day on the air. That's all Wednesday, starting at 6 a.m. With the final episode of the Cotter and Marshall Show. With that being said, we got some 8-ball questions, Cotter.
Okay.
Wanda says, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will the mortgage company get their shit together so we can close next week? Well, that's a great question. The answer is, as I see it, yes. Congratulations, Wanda. You just sold and or bought a house. I don't know. Red says, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will my letter ever get to the radio station? My sources say no. Ugh, awkward.
That ain't good.
Awkward. A-Dub says, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Are my family and I getting into our new house on December 13th? That's a great question. Let's figure that out. Concentrate and ask again. Will my boss get his fucking house? Most likely. Okay. I think most likely. It's not the worst news. Holly has one, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will my daughter get to see the Foo Fighters she wanted me to ask? Okay, that's a great question, Holly. Holly's daughter. Let's go. Let's figure this out. Come on. Straight up, yes.
Oh.
Okay. I like those positive vibes. All right. All right. We got another question from Rudy here. Hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will Chicago teams make it back to good sports teams? I could answer that for you. Yeah, but all right. Let's see what the ball says. Very doubtful. Come on, what'd you expect? If there's ever a sports purgatory, Chicago's currently living in it. I mean, outside of Detroit. Detroit has it worse. Maybe it's just the Midwest that is cursed, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, got a couple more. This one's from Mac. Will my place get clean before the parents get in on Wednesday? Okay, let's ask that. Better not tell you now. Okay, I like the mystery surrounding that. Actually, I'm not even going to try to go again with that. Rob from New Zealand says, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will aliens ever come to Earth and probe everyone, asking for a friend?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
That's a lot of probe.
All right, Rob, let's see. Come on. Reply hazy, try again. You know what? I think I kind of like to leave it there.
We don't want to know the answer to that.
I like the mystery surrounding that answer. But wow. Well, once again, thank you for your hashtag Ask the 8 Ball questions. Oh, got a new one. Hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will Cotter flash a nip on his last day? Ooh, I should put that into the schedule.
Schedule that?
Flat out, yes. So you get to see his moon pie nips one last time. His are bigger than Cardi B's, in case you're wondering.
Are hers big?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen Cardi B topless?
No.
Are you even trying to live?
I guess not.
The hell's wrong with you?
I guess not.
Yeah, I think we got to most of the 8 Ball questions there. Charles says, Jake is going to do a magic trick on Wednesday. He's going to make 38 chicken nuggets disappear. Should we make Jake do that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So we're gonna have Jake Thompson, our known and sworn enemy to Rock 106.1 in studio on our final day. We're gonna ask him to piss his pants, right?
Yeah, we can ask.
Yeah, I mean, we're asking. We can't technically make him, but we're going to see if Jake will finally piss his pants. Because, I mean, the long story short is he made a bet he lost, and he's supposed to piss his pants, and he never did. Which is, honestly, it just kind of, like, speaks on his character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Because I think if you asked Cotter or I to pee our pants, and if we lost a bet, we would do it.
I don't. Yeah.
Would you piss your pants?
If I made that bet, I don't think I'd make that bet.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'd pay off if I had.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, out of all, we've done a lot of stupid stuff. I'll piss my pants right now. If you would give me $50, I'll pee my pants right now.
I'm not giving you $50.
All right, I'll put my Venmo out in case anyone wants to pay me $50. I'll piss my pants right now. Max says, "Oof, Jake is in work that early." Yeah, we're making Jake come in super early on the show.
Now, when you told him what time,
yeah,
he really thought that was just us being dicks, right?
Yeah.
Well,
He was not happy. He was not. So Jake generally he crawls out of bed around 9 o'clock, and then he gets into work at about 10:15, right? Ish.
That's about fair. Yeah, if you reach out to him, I've had to reach out to him several times in the morning for stuff about Bob. He's the program director for Bob. And there's been several times where it's just like, I'll call, leave a message, I'll text, and he won't get back to me until 10:30.
Yeah.
It's kind of an emergency. Thanks, man.
Your station's on fire. Oh, okay, no big deal. Greg says, don't make a belch you can't afford to lose. Yeah, hashtag no welching. Yeah. So Mac kind of ruined the news for us, Cotter, during the break because she couldn't stop talking about how our fish died, but our fish died.
Yeah.
So Hefe's last show with us was this past Friday. He stayed until we finished, and then he passed away shortly after our show on Friday. So it was very sad. We did talk about how Tony from A Perfect Touch Massage threatened to murder our fish. Or sorry, no, she recommended we murder our fish, but we said no, and he just died of natural causes.
Yeah.
So, once again, our poor Hefe 2, who was with us for almost 2 years.
Yeah, Hefe 1 lasted a month.
Yeah, Hefe 1, we weren't ready to be fish parents yet. He was our practice fish. But Hefe 1 died he lived hard and fast. But Hefe 2, he was in it for the long game, but unfortunately Hefe 2 passed away on Friday. So very sad news that Mac ruined for you on the chat. So I'm sorry to everyone that Mac personally affected this morning. Don't worry, we'll emotionally abuse her on Wednesday.
That is true.
So yes, thank you for your kind words, everyone. Rhett just says, rest in peace, Hefe. Greg, in his own way, said the same thing, except he said Hefe died because Cotter is deserting him. Mac said Hefe overheard the conversation where you were leaving and said, "Oh hell no, I'm out too." Yeah, it was Hefe died of a broken heart. So sad news, guys. And this is really tough on the Marshall family. So I was one half of his father's. Also, I recently bought Hefe a stocking.
Oh, yeah.
So this current Hefe will not be getting any stocking.
Are you going to get a Hefe 3?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay, I didn't know.
Cotter, I will always have a Hefe for the rest of my life.
All right, fair enough.
But I will be purchasing Hefe 3 before Christmas time.
Okay.
I think I just need like a little time before I go and get Hefe 3.
Yeah, you got to mourn.
Yeah, I'm going to wait at least a couple more hours. And
pick him up on the way home today.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick him up on the way home. But yeah, I mean, like it's been tough on the Marshall family, also on the Cotter family.
Yeah.
Also on the Cotter family. I mean, Cotter almost didn't go to Disney this weekend because of what happened on Friday. Right?
No, I was going to Disney regardless.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What? Dude, don't say stuff.
I'm
like
sorry.
That. Come on, man.
Yeah,
pretend like you're brokenhearted a little bit.
I thought
You thought
all
about
of
not going to Disney
30
because our fish
seconds.
died.
Yes.
Right.
And then I realized how much money I put into it.
Exactly.
Going to Disney.
Into the fish.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Right.
Yes, that too.
You bought a filter once.
Yep.
Hefe 1 was not a practice fish. He was a sacrificial fish. Hey, a good point there. Andrew says, thanks, Cotter. Way to ruin a good thing. First the show, now Hefe.
That's why I can't have nice things.
Was Hefe a nice fish? He was kind of a dickhead.
I don't know.
He never wanted to work. We had him work literally for like 5 minutes every Wednesday, one day a week, and he like refused some weeks.
That is true.
He was kind of a dick.
That's totally true.
Yeah. Now, we didn't kill him. I mean,
No.
Yeah, he's our fish. We can call him a dick. You can't call our fish a dick. But we can. He's ours. Rob says, just get a cactus. They last forever. Not excited to talk to, though.
Yeah. A little boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain to like friends and family when they come into your house why you have a stocking on your mantle for a cactus, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I bought a little tiny stocking that had a J on it for Hefe. Now, new Hefe, I'm just going to put old Hefe stuff in the stocking.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not going to know.
Yeah, he's not going to know, so. Jeremy says, buy 2 new Hefes so they can have each other's company. The thing is, they're beta fishes, so they would just murder each other.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Yeah. So that's why we bought them snails. So that snails are still alive, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll survive the transplant, but I plan on keeping the snails around.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to like flick them off into the bushes or anything.
Wee, wee.
Live fast. Die faster. Tony says, did his medicine ever arrive? So I did buy Hefe medicine to help his thing.
Yeah.
Amazon, I'm not kidding, lost it.
Amazon killed Hefe.
Amazon helped killing Hefe. So Amazon, I purchased last Monday night, medicine for Hefe. It was supposed to arrive Wednesday. It did not say. It said it was delayed till Friday. Okay, cool. He died on Friday. I looked yesterday because I thought of it just yesterday. It just said, we think your package is lost. You can cancel it by pressing this button. I'm like, yeah, I'll cancel the button. I should send them a sob story saying that my fish died because of them.
Yeah.
Do you think Amazon would do anything for them?
No, I don't think they care. They don't care about their employees.
Yeah,
They're not going to care about your fish.
Jeff Bezos only gave $500,000 to babies for diapers at a charity event.
Yeah. Rhett, lightning lane. So there's two forms of the lightning lane.
Yeah, explain this.
Okay, so some rides you can get an individual lightning lane pass for. So like Rise of the Resistance, there's a new Minnie and Mickey ride in place of the Great Movie ride at Hollywood Studios. It's actually pretty cool. So they have individual lightning lanes passes. So you can buy one, and it's usually between $8 and $15 depending on the ride.
So individually, it's by individual lightning pass.
Yeah, so Rise of the Resistance, if you're staying in park, you can get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. You get on the new Genie Plus app or whatever, the Disney app.
Great.
And you can purchase those tickets. So I purchased Rise of the Resistance tickets, because I knew I wanted to get on.
So for you and your wife, an extra $30 to ride a ride.
Now, there are also rides that don't have individual lightning lanes. So there, you can purchase like a day-long lightning lane pass, just kind of like the Fast Pass is how it works, except it's all through the app. So the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run rides on there. Mm-hmm. I think the Slinky Dog roller coaster's on there.
Did you do the Smuggler's Run too?
We did. Okay. Yes. So now there's like you buy another one for like $15, and it's got like 8 rides on it. The problem with it is you can only reserve, and it allows you to reserve a spot, come back at this time, you go right in. But you can only reserve one of those at a time. So if you get that and say you want to reserve Smuggler's Run and you don't get that until 3, you reserve it and you can get on it at 3, chances are everything else, all of them are going to be gone because there's a limited amount of lightning lane passes. So by default, now you're just paying extra money to go on one ride. So you do have to be careful with it if you want to use it, because if you're thinking, I'm going to get on 8 rides and it's $15, it's kind of worth it. Probably not the case, depending on what rides you want to get on.
Damn, Disney.
So yeah, they're really up in the and because I think it was weird because we stood in line. There was a lot of outside lines for rides that we never had to wait in line for. Even like Tower of Terror, it's like, you'd wait half an hour. We waited an hour to get in Tower of Terror. But and the wife brought up a good point. There are no character experiences because of COVID. So in the past, people would be waiting in line to meet characters. There's none of that. So everybody's just waiting in line for rides.
Oh, okay.
So there is a little bit more time spent in rides. So, we did get the, the Lightning Lane Pass for the 2 Star Wars stuff. I'd recommend it, especially if you want to do Rise of the Resistance, because the wait went from 2 hours to 3.5, depending on the time of day. And it's just like, dude.
I couldn't imagine spending you pay $170 now?
Something like that.
To get into Disney World now.
Yeah.
You're paying $170 and you spend 4 hours waiting for one ride.
So, and now
whatever.
That's why we went ahead and got the thing. So we were done. We left the park by 5 o'clock. The only ride we didn't get on was Rock and Roll Roller Coaster because the line was 90 minutes. And I'm like, we're done. I'm not going to stand in line for another 90.
Yeah.
So we did everything we wanted to do between 9 and 5. So we felt pretty good. And even at Magic Kingdom, we did everything we wanted to do between 9 and 6 or 7. So, we got through everything and still got out of there before the rush of everybody bailing. But I would look into the Lightning Lane passes for specific rides. We did not get them for Magic Kingdom. Didn't need them. So, we did get them. So when we got to Hollywood yesterday, we got, because you're in the park, you can get in a half an hour sooner. We got right in line for like the Slinky Dog roller coaster. And that line is massive in the morning. So we got there right away and got in line. It took us like a half an hour to get to it, which wasn't bad.
Nice.
So,
Jeremy says Jeff Bezos hates fish, the animal and the band. Damn, man. Greg says, I thought someone was going to say Hefe had spent time with Epstein. Just around his island. He swam around it.
Yeah.
Disney adults.
I know. I get it.
How long do the rides last, says Rob?
So Rise of the Resistance, like I said, so when we did the Lightning Lane, so once we got in line for the Lightning Lane, which is, there's a little bit of a line, but you're bypassing, 3 hours. Mm-hmm. The whole thing there was like a half an hour because it's like there's this first part. You get out, you have this really cool kind of like holy S moment because it's not one of those things you'd expect at an attraction at a theme park. Mm-hmm. You do wait in line a little bit longer, but they make it part of the story for the ride, so it was kind of cool. And then that was a half an hour. I felt I got my money's worth out of that ride. Everything else, it's a theme park ride, It's like a roller coaster's, 90 seconds to 2 minutes?
Yeah.
So, that's about it. You're standing in line for, 2 minutes of ride.
What a vacation. What a vacation.
It was fun, though.
Let's see. So Tim Janier has chimed in. So Tim has started a new YouTube channel, which is
another link.
Yeah. So it was a joke that I made about how if Tim joined our show, it would just be an hour of him saying nothing, drinking coffee. So he has now created a YouTube channel called Tim Janier Drinks Coffee, and he's got essentially an office style opening to it that he spent probably way too much time on, and then it's just him saying nothing, drinking coffee in the morning. There's currently 5 episodes, and they are incredible.
I love that he's committed to the bit. I hope he sticks with it.
I hope he finds more time to fix things around the radio station, personally. But no, I'm glad you actually think this is good.
I'm leaving. This is genius. I don't care if he fixes anything anymore.
Morning, Lindsay. How are you? I was just thinking about little Lindsay Lulu. Just this past weekend, I was wearing my stocking cap that Lindsay made us. She made Cotter and I, she knitted stocking caps for us in the colors of the Savannah Ghost Pirates. They're like gray, and it has like that bright green kind of like a band around them. Dude, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to wear mine at Savannah Ghost Pirates games next October.
Yeah, I'm taking mine to Texas. As much as people may not believe it, it does get cold. Just like it gets cold here.
It gets cold there?
A month, 2 months out of the year. So I will have mine there ready to go.
Also, today is Big Money Monday. In less than an hour, we'll be playing Big Money Monday, probably like 30-ish minutes from now. So if you haven't dropped in your first name and a number between 1 and 9, go ahead and text us 1-800-394-1061, and you'll be in the running for Big Money Monday.
All right, so we got just over a minute coming up during one of the breaks. Gonna tackle this. The most popular Thanksgiving casserole in each state.
Oh.
We talked about casseroles the other day. What officially makes a casserole. So we have the top ranked from each state.
How much time do we got?
A minute.
So on a weekly basis, we do something called the Pet of the Week on Rewind 107.9. It's not really like we're not reinventing the wheel when it comes to promotions. But this week's Pet of the Week on Rewind, I think, is the best Pet of the Week I've ever seen.
Really?
This dog's name is Fred. Here's the Pet of the Week.
Oh.
Fred got ran over and is paralyzed on his backside.
Poor dog.
And he's just getting used to his his little wheelchair.
Yeah.
But that is by far the coolest Pet of the Week. Someone please adopt that dog.
All right, guys. 10 seconds. We'll be right back. The final 4 of the Cool Guy Tournament is set. What is that first matchup you can vote for this morning? We'll tell you coming up. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall show. Final week. Counting today. Just 3 shows left. So get on the stream. Hang out with the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. All right, Cool Guy Tournament is here. This is when we put 32 of the coolest guys and gals going head-to-head in an NCAA-style bracket for your votes. And we are down to the final 4. Marshall, this is kind of crazy. It seemed like it took forever to get there, but we are finally here. So our last set of matchups over the weekend saw Sam Jackson taking on Betty White.
Yeah.
And I really pushed hard for this Betty White run to end.
And you almost got your way. Almost.
I was tabulating the votes, and it was seriously in the beginning, back and forth. 2 for Sam, 2 for Betty. 3 for Sam, 3 for Betty. I'm like, oh, there's a chance. Then at the end, there was like 6 to 7, 8 votes in a row, all for Betty White. She picks up the win over Samuel L. Jackson with 65% of the votes.
Man, that is good stuff. I mean, I'm happy for Betty White. I mean, she's what? Is she 100?
Close.
99.
98, 99.
Yeah, she's getting up there in the years, and she deserves this run. But now that she's in the final 2 on the left-hand side of the bracket, I mean, it's like the retirement home special over here.
Come on.
It's Bill Murray versus Betty White. Oh,
yeah.
So in this left-hand side.
All right, so on the other side, the other final matchup that make it into the Final Four, Keanu Reeves versus Hugh Jackman. All I wanted to see was somebody run the table during a matchup and get 100% of the votes.
Haven't seen it yet in this tournament.
And for the last two so matchups, we came really close because Hugh Jackman only got one vote. Keanu Reeves smacked Wolverine around like a little bee.
Well, it's Neo because he could stop time. He can do the bullet time stuff.
That's true.
Just flips right around him. But yeah, 96% I think is the number I got.
That is correct.
On this voting here for Keanu taking the win.
So we'll tell you who's in the Final Four and who you can vote for. Coming up after Volbeat, here is Shotgun Blues, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sorry, I ruined the whole Betty White versus Bill Murray thing. I jumped early, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I should have done that.
Well, it's all okay.
Tony's out. Tony, have a great rest of your day. I booked my next massage with Tony.
Oh, nice.
No offense, Heather, from earlier in the show. I haven't used yet. One of these days.
All right, so 3.5 minutes. You can now vote for Bill Murray, Betty White. Please, dear God, vote for Bill Murray. This nonsense with Betty White needs to end.
Also, once again, Big Money Monday is coming up here in just a little bit. Your chance to win $50 cash from us, and all you have to do is shoot us a text. So your first name and number between 1 and 9. Drop in your text to us, and we'll randomly choose someone, and we'll spin here in just a little bit.
All right.
You're pressing a lot of buttons today.
I know. Just buttons we don't need now. Buttons we don't need.
But also, kudos to you. You haven't messed up buttons yet today. I don't know if I just jinxed you.
Why'd you bring that up, Mark?
You haven't. At least once a show, Cotter will accidentally not turn our mics on leading into the break, or he'll forget to press the button so you guys can hear something on the stream. And there's lots of buttons, and it's difficult. But usually once a day. Cotter has not done that yet today. Do you think it'll happen? Are you going to run the perfect show?
No.
Are you going to run the perfect show, dude?
No. I will not.
I wouldn't put it past you.
All right, 2 minutes.
Old dogs can learn new tricks. What do you got going on today? Anything after the show?
Today is I got to get Nick, who's one of our office guys, is a notary, so I got to get a few things signed.
Notarized, yep. Mm-hmm.
My wife needs power of attorney. I think that means she can kill me.
Right.
And for the signing of all the papers for the house, because I won't be here.
Do you need to get your STD records notarized before you move states?
I don't think so.
I thought that was a Texas rule.
No, I don't think so. So I got to get that done, and I got to schedule some music. So I'm going to be nice and schedule 2 weeks out. So whoever's taking over, they don't have to mess with it because of Thanksgiving.
How long does that take? If you just press the schedule button.
I can't for rock. So for the Christmas music on Rewind, it's automated. It's awesome.
You just press F5 and it just schedules itself. Yeah.
So for rock, I need to go in and schedule the newer songs by hand because it just doesn't lay out the way I like it if I do it automated. After that, it automates. So 2 weeks of that, it'll take an hour or so.
Okay. Per day?
No. For the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Hour, 2 hours at the most.
Gotcha.
All right, under a minute.
I've been waiting on one last video to come in to put together, because what I'm going to do is we're going to play back a bunch of goodbye messages from people from your past, present, and future. So I've gotten some, and I'm waiting on one last one, and I don't know what is taking so long, but I really want this one, so I've been holding off on putting this video together. So I either have to do that today or tomorrow.
Sure.
I may wait till tomorrow, which is way too late for me. It makes me very nervous, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But that's my big plan today, is doing that video, and then obviously I have to put the audio together from it as well.
Yeah. No, my big thing when I get home, the garage.
Oh, the garage.
Get all that ready for the move.
Fitting a nap in?
Yes. Oh, yes. Wife is demanding I nap every day this week.
Oh.
So I'll be right back. The Cotter and Marshall Show Cool Guys Tournament. 32 of the coolest guys and gals going head-to-head for your vote in a March Madness-style bracket to determine the coolest of the cool. And we are in our Final Four. Last two victories over the weekend. Betty White over Sam Jackson. Keanu Reeves mopping the floor with Hugh Jackman. And now we've got our Final Four set on the left side of the bracket. The number 4 seed, Bill Murray, taking on the number 3 seed, Betty White.
I didn't think Betty. Well, I thought Betty White was going to make the finals on the left-hand side just because of the love that she gets on a daily basis from everyone. I honestly thought it was going to be Ryan Reynolds. I can't believe we have the retirement home special of Bill Murray versus Betty White.
I'm just going to say it now. Betty White wins this whole thing.
Yeah,
because
it just has that feel now, right?
It really does. She's going to ride a wave of momentum to victory in this tournament. Now, I appreciate the run of Betty White. I think she is a national treasure. I stand by that. But she shouldn't have beat Samuel L. Jackson. She should not beat Bill Murray. He'd be my pick to win the whole thing if I was voting for all of it. So I don't know, but I just firmly believe Betty White will beat Bill Murray. It doesn't matter who she goes against on the other side. She's winning this whole thing.
Once again, talking about the Cool Guy Tournament. You can actually check out the full bracket right now and how it's broken down at rock1061.com. Now, looking to the other side of the bracket, our other Final Four matchup, you got Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., number 1 seed, the only number 1 seed, I believe, still currently in the tournament, taking on, I mean, this guy seemed unstoppable. Every matchup, he is absolutely dominated. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I don't think Robert Downey Jr. stands a chance, and it's weird saying that. But, I mean, if you look back at all of his matchups, they've all been kind of close.
Right.
Woody Harrelson was like, 1-2 votes? I mean, it was super close. Keanu runs away with this. I mean, there's no way he gets 100% because it is RDJ, but I'm guessing at least 75% of the vote goes to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, and you know what, Cotter? I've changed my mind. I think Keanu Reeves wins this.
You think he'll beat Betty White?
I've said this during. I told once the tournament began, I was like, I think Keanu Reeves is going to win this. I flipped for a second. No, I'm back. I'm back on the Keanu train. Keanu Reeves is probably going to take on Betty White. Keanu Reeves for the win. Give it to me.
I'm okay with that, and not that I sound really anti Betty White right now. I just don't think she deserves to win. I'll say it. She doesn't deserve to win.
Is it because you don't like old people and females?
No. I just don't think
Female old people?
No, I just don't think Betty White deserves to win.
You don't like people with bad hips?
Does she have a bad hip? Do you know?
I don't know. I just imagine everyone plus 90 years old has at least one bad hip.
Just playing the odds. I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool Guy Tournament Final Four. The first matchup is up. Bill Murray and Betty White. Vote at the Rock 1061 Facebook page. Coming here in about 15 minutes, you got Robert Downey Jr. taking on Keanu Reeves. Tomorrow, we'll have the finals. Just one matchup tomorrow as we head in to see who's going to win this whole thing. You can check out the complete bracket right now on the website, rock1061.com.
Max says she saw the Eternals on Friday. Didn't hate it. Well, that sounds like I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, which just came out over the weekend on Sunday. I can't say it enough. I love Ghostbusters Afterlife. It had like a, I don't know, like a kind of like the vibe remember Star Wars Episode 7?
Yeah.
Kind of like essentially did everything that the first movie did. Yeah. And then but made you feel good.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is going to go somewhere. There's some intrigue in certain places. Like, this is the kind of the feel that you get from the new Ghostbusters film, Afterlife.
Okay.
But it's got some really funny moments. It's got some gotcha moments, some nice nostalgia dripped throughout the film. So I think it was really good. Mac, you said you saw the Eternals on Friday and didn't hate it. Did you like it? Did you? I don't know what that means.
Scale of 1 to 5. What are you giving the movie?
Lindsay says, also is Elaine in the chat. She was earlier. She goes, I bought Peach Crown, and wow, I already need another bottle for Thanksgiving.
Damn.
Lindsay gave us a bottle of Tullamore.
Oh, yeah?
I actually had some whiskey and Cokes on Saturday.
Nice.
You know, I realized I'm at an age where I don't think I could drink whiskey and Cokes anymore.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't think I appreciate them enough. I think I just need to go straight old fashions.
Okay.
I think that's just like one of those things when you get older. You realize, like young man brain, you want it all, right?
Right.
You have everything. Whiskey and Coke, and add the blah blah blah. I think as an old man, I'm just paring down. Like currently, I like old fashions, which has the whiskey, cherry in there and the orange peel and everything.
Right.
And then I think eventually I'm just going to start drinking straight whiskey from the bottle. But I'm like 2 steps before that where I'm still adding a little fruit to my whiskey. But I don't think I need whiskey and Cokes anymore.
Okay. So the most popular Thanksgiving casseroles in each state.
Great segue.
So this was somebody dug through like Google Trends to figure this out. So casseroles, so they kind of lump them together. Casseroles with greens are the top of the list, number 1 in 17 states. That includes various green bean and broccoli casserole recipes. I mean, I get it. Green bean, I think when you think...
Can you see the pain on my face when you just brought up both of those?
I get it. I get it. But I think when you think casserole, I think most people think green bean casserole. I think that's kind of the standard. Potato casseroles are second, or are tied. No, they're second. Sorry, with they're the most popular in 11 states. Potato casserole sounds delicious.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's potatoes baked in a pan.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time that's a 10 out of 10 slam dunk.
Yeah,
easy.
Corn casseroles are number 1 in 8 states.
Like a cornbread casserole?
Possibly.
Like my buddy Chris is doing a Kentucky spoon casserole, which is like corn based with like cream cheese and stuff.
Okay.
Like that I'm excited
I
about.
bet that's what this is.
Yeah, totally.
In 6 states, number 1 with squash and other veggie type casseroles. Squash casserole sounds disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know. What does that include? Like a yam casserole? I'm making a sweet potato casserole.
You know, I don't know. It doesn't say. Now, Connecticut loves breakfast casserole. Nebraska, mac and cheese casserole.
I mean, isn't a breakfast casserole just what is it? A quiche? Is that
possibly?
Isn't that just like?
Virginia likes French toast casserole. I don't know what it is.
What?
But I'm in.
All right. You're singing to my fat guy ears right now. Tell me more.
North Carolina is big on pineapple casserole.
Those guys are freaks up there, man.
So Georgia and South Carolina, number 1, the squash casserole.
Funny enough, Mac just chimed in. She said, my mom is making squash casserole for Thanksgiving this year.
There you go. You could try it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind squash. We'll have that, as a side every now and then. Mm-hmm. Just fry it up a little bit. That's good. But I don't know in a casserole.
So I'm making a sweet potato casserole. I think I found it from like allrecipes.com. But I made it last year for Thanksgiving. It is fantastic. So it's just squash with your regular stuff,
right?
Or excuse me, sweet potato casserole. It's sweet potatoes, but like on the top, you make like a brown sugar, pecan nuts kind of topping,
right?
And you lay it on top, and then you just bake the living shit out of it. It is delicious.
My aunt makes they call it green chili rice, but it's basically a rice casserole. Mm-hmm. And it's got layers of green chilies in it.
That just sounds like they're making a diuretic.
Oh, dude.
You just shit your pants after you eat it.
It cleans you out.
Yeah, I bet.
It is utterly, because she puts lots of cheese in it, so you got the rice. It's not chopped up green chilies. It's just layers of the green chilies.
Yeah.
So good.
It sounds like she's making 2 things trying to happen there. The cheese to kind of to stop you, and then the green chilies to make you go.
Just go. Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. They lump the sweet potato into the potato casserole for this list.
Rhett says, what's in the mac and cheese casserole?
It doesn't give specific directions for each one. It's just that's what it is. But that is from Nebraska. I lived there for a year.
I love a good... You know what? Now that I think about it, I would say overall, I like most casseroles. You really can't mess it up too much.
Just not a green bean casserole.
No, if you have a green bean casserole, immediately, if you walk into the same room as me, walk out, or just... How about this? When you walk in with your green bean casserole, find the closest garbage can and throw it in. It's disgusting, and you shouldn't feed your friends that if you like them. Speaking of, Jake Thompson is bringing a green bean casserole to the Thanksgiving dinner we're having on Thursday. So I think it just shows how much Jake Thompson hates me, because he knows my hatred for green bean casserole.
Somebody asked, Sean, did you ask about Wisconsin? Their top is cheesy hash brown casserole.
Hell yeah! How do you think they stay so fat up there?
You got to warm yourself up.
What about Minnesota? Someone's asking for Minnesota.
Minnesota is creamy corn casserole.
All right, I ain't mad at those. What if you put the creamy corn on top the tater tot? Huh?
Okay. Not a fan of creamed corn, though.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, don't like it.
Sean says, got to add them layers for winter.
We worry about a beach body here. Just worry about the cold body.
Yeah. Cotter and I have always been huge advocates for beach bodies.
Yes. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
We got about 2 minutes.
Max says she gives Eternals 3.5, but she doesn't literally give us a scale.
I asked her 1 through 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she just randomly said words.
3.5 out of 100.
Okay. So actually a better question for Mac. Should I even try to go see Eternals in the movie theater, or should I just wait till it comes out on video? That's the answer I want to know, or the question to the answer. Answer to the question I want to know. There it is. What are we doing next?
We're talking about the beard contest and how you can score tickets for Welcome to Rockville tomorrow.
Nice. Oh, and then we'll get into Big Money Monday. So once again, if you haven't chimed in for your opportunity to win some Big Money Monday cash, then actually text us right now. Your first name and a number between 1 and 9. I've seen a ton of you have already texted in. So if you haven't already, please do so. Drop in your first name and a number between 1 and 9 for your chance to, be spun for and win some cash. Sean says, hell, I'm dropping weight for my trip to Georgia. I am actually, did I tell you that I've decided to go big guy, full big guy?
No.
I am fasting on Wednesday.
Really?
Well, I mean, besides
prior to St. Patrick's Day, prior to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and by that, I mean, I'm just skipping dinner. I'm actually going to probably eat lunch or something with you, or at least drink beers with you for our last show.
All right. Got about 35 seconds.
Chris says Eternals is totally worth a theater trip. Really? Okay. Chris, did you see Ghostbusters over the weekend? All right, so cool. I'm good to go. Right here.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. All right, so if you have a beard, score yourself some tickets for Saliva. They're going to be at Victory North Savannah this December.
That's right, December 9th to be exact. So all you have to do is drop yourself a picture of you and your beautiful beard onto the Rock 1061 Facebook page. The post is pinned to the very top, and then go have all your little buddies go like your photo, and the person with the most likes will score themselves a pair of tickets to go check out Saliva in December.
All right, so tomorrow, 7:30, the final edition of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? And like all of last week, like today, up for grabs, a pair of 4-day passes to next year's Welcome to Rockville. Rudy called his shot on the chat, said, I'm going to get in. He got in, and he won. He beat me 5-4 today. He's got passes to Welcome to Rockville.
It was a tough matchup, and Cotter just adding another ugly loss to your 10 losses this year. Surprisingly, you've lost more than me. I think I've only lost 7 times.
Okay, that's fair. But I think my winning percentage is still better.
Much better, yes.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to bank on that right now.
I've tied a bunch of times.
So if you want to score some tickets to Welcome to Rockville, listen up tomorrow morning, 7:30. Play along. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Remember, you got to beat or tie us tomorrow to win those tickets. All right, coming up next, we've got Big Money Monday, your chance to win $50, maybe $100 of our boss's money. Details on the way. Here's the Pretty Reckless, Rock 1061.
Chris says he's never seen any Ghostbusters. Rob says if you watch the first Ghostbusters, it's good. All the sequels are just remakes of the first with different characters, just not as good.
Second one is not good. Second one is garbage.
Yeah, it's not good. I would say when it comes to Ghostbusters films, and technically there are 4, you need to watch Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then if you hate yourself, whatever movie after that. Oh, I know what that is.
A-Dub's in studio, handing me a package.
Hold on, let me throw everyone on camera here real quick. Nope, not one. I don't want to do that. Hold on, got to get Cotter on camera. There he is. Okay.
All right. So hand me a package.
Yep.
Oh shoot, it's falling out.
It's falling out.
It was kind of open just to make sure it was correct.
Make sure it's right. See, this is really cool as hell, guys. So, a going away present. Big fan of Boba Fett. You know, I'm a Star Wars fan. Check out that.
That's the 1983 introduction of Boba Fett.
Awesome.
So is this
Almost 40 years old. Look how beautiful that is.
Previous to the movie? When did the movie come?
So he made his on-screen debut in the Christmas special as a cartoon, but that was the first time we actually saw Boba Fett. And then he made a cameo, obviously. Well, is he more than cameo? He was at the end too in Empire Strikes Back.
1978 is when that Christmas special came out.
Yeah, so that's when he technically made his on-screen debut.
Mm.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you very much.
Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
That you need to get sent off to get graded.
Okay.
And when it comes back, it's probably a $500, $600.
Really?
Yeah, so if you go to like the CGC, the comic grading people,
CGC.
Right.
yeah, it's like $100, and what you do is you'll mail it in,
Right.
and then like you pay them $100, and then it takes like 6 months or whatever. But when you
Jesus.
officially get it back, comes like they call it slabbed.
Right.
So they put it in like a plastic casing, and then at the top they'll grade it out. They'll say like what the comic is, how well it's in condition on a
Right.
scale of like 1 to 10. None of them ever get like a 10. Usually,
Right.
like the highest is like a 9.8.
Right.
Yeah, 9.8's usually highest. That looks like it's a 9.8, 9.6 somewhere in there.
Okay.
But that's really quite beautiful.
But yeah, so if you do get it, I recommend it. It could be very cool. I have a bunch I need to get slabbed, as they say. But cool stuff. They're worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Have you done that before with any years?
I've got like 4 or 5 that are slapped at my house that are like, it made the value jump up like a bunch.
Really?
Usually,
Yeah.
it gets close to double.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
What you pay for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they verify it.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll verify it. And usually it's the comics that are like first appearances of characters that are like worth the most. So like
Okay.
the first appearance of any comic book series, those characters are
Or first editions.
yeah.
Okay.
The first appearance of like Deadpool is like if you have it slabbed, it's worth $1,000. If you just have a regular copy, it's only worth like $100. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Damn.
because they made it. Also depends on how many they printed. So like
Right.
New Mutants #1, which is the first appearance of Deadpool, they made like 1 billion copies. So
Yeah.
if you have it graded out and it's in good condition, then it's worth a lot.
Worth more.
If it's just like loose, then it's worth like $5 or whatever they're trying to sell you for.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's too bad you're leaving.
Red says my package. No, I think Aaron got that over the weekend or something, man. So yeah, we haven't got your package yet, Red. Well, we're on the look out for it though. Hopefully we'll get that here today.
I think
Yeah.
the only package that's sitting up there is for Finley.
Yeah, it's been sitting there.
Some
for a couple days.
engineering stuff.
Yeah.
Rob says big money for those comics at the moment.
Comics, cards, autographed items,
Yeah, I did.
all collectors.
So I found, as I was going through stuff, I found a Shaq rookie card.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And so my first initial look on I Googled it. I'm like, oh, I mean, I remember getting it going, oh, I'm going to keep this. So my first initial look when I Googled it was like $1,000. I'm like, oh, so I will sell this quick. I'm no sentimental value. Let's sell it. Then I went to eBay and it's everywhere from $100 to $50 to $1,000. And I'm just like,
Sound like my son. Hey, Dad, did you see this Pokemon card?
Yeah.
It's worth $5,000. It's like, is that what it sells for?
I know.
Or what they actually are putting a price tag?
yeah. So when I went to look for it for the sale, I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hold on to it.
Man, those Pokemon cards, I tell you what, there's cases of unopened stuff that we have from 15 years ago.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
My brother-in-law has tried to get me to like throw in like $500 for like a box of like basketball or baseball cards. And if you get like a certain card in the box, it's like well worth it. I'm
Right.
like, dude, I don't know. I don't think I want to buy $500 worth of basketball cards today, so I passed.
Yeah.
Who is this? Your brother?
Brother-in-law.
No, brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a bunch of unopened cards in boxes. If he wants to send me $500 per box,
Do you honestly have like unopened boxes of cards?
tons of them.
Yeah. Well, why'd you buy them? Or when did you buy them? Actually, is a better question.
Goodness, from the time that I was probably 13, 14, all the way up until today.
What made you buy them? Is even that young?
Just collector stuff.
And then
I've always been a collector. Like in our new office, I'll have a lot of my collector stuff in the conference room that I'll put up.
What stopped you from opening them? Just because of the collector spirit?
I realized that no matter what, like the Jordan rookie cards, I have a couple of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like realize that those are extremely valuable.
Right.
And if you haven't, anything from that era, it's pretty, it's a nice card. And then I realized that the odds of you getting those cards is slim. So when you actually keep the box unopened,
Yeah, it's worth more.
it's people think that there's going to be a specific card in it, so they'll pay astronomical amounts for those boxes,
Yeah.
and they may or may not get them because I've opened plenty of boxes and been like, huge disappointment.
All right, guys, be right back. Big Money Monday. Your chance to win 50, maybe $100 of our boss's money. A-Dub's actually in studio.
Uh-oh.
We only got 2 more days of this,
Yeah.
giving away money. So we're going to do it today. Tomorrow, we're guaranteeing victory. We're going to go... Wednesday. I'm sorry. Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday, we are guaranteeing victory. We're going to select the person, keep spinning until we give away your money. Just a heads up.
How about since there's only 3 shows left, like this is the 3rd show, you can do 3 spins for the win.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I like
3
that.
spins.
3 different people, or are we?
No, it would be the same person. You get the same. You have to get the number. You
That's
get 3
A-Dub's
shots.
money. We got to follow the rules, Scott.
There you go. So A-Dub decided we're going to give you 3 opportunities to win. So if you want to enter Big Money Monday, all you got to do is drop us a text, 800-394-1061. All we need is your first name and a number 1 through 9. If your number shows up in any form on any ball, you'll win $50. If you roll 69, because of order 69, you instantly score $100.
That's an order.
So Big Money Monday is coming up. Enter now. All you got to do, once again, drop us a text. First name and number 1 through 9, 800-394-1061. We're going to give you 3 spins today in order to hopefully hook you up with some of our boss's money. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Andrew, big money, big money, big money. For one of us, hopefully. I think there's a pretty good chance someone's walking away with some cash.
I hope so.
Sean says, Mac, I sold all my Pokemon cards from when I was in middle school. I did very well for myself. Sean, how much money did you make selling your Pokemon cards? I'm just curious.
Me too.
Thousands? Hundreds of thousands? Is that why you're so horny for meats? Because you actually buy all of them? I'm not for sure.
I think I just read that he's got somebody that might be interested in all my cards.
A-Dub, I know someone that would have want to buy those cards. What do you have?
Look, he made $4,500. I probably have close to $250,000 in cards. I assume.
Jesus.
Value.
Christ. That's a lot of cards.
I couldn't sit on those. Sorry. I'd be selling.
What would you do if I gave you $250,000 right now? What would you do with it?
I'd buy a house in Austin so I, didn't have to live with my uncle.
Yeah. Is your house, you sold your house, right?
It's we've got a closing date, so yeah, they're still going through the process, but everything so far has been
good.
Has been good.
Okay, good. Lindsay says some of those things are worth major coin. Yeah, I have. So I was a big comic book collector from like 07 to 15.
Oh, that's fun.
So I have like first appearances of almost every major character in The Walking Dead. And those books are big money. I also have a bunch of DC rebranded themselves as like the new 52. So I have like Batman #1, Superman #1, and those are worth hundreds of dollars even unslabbed. So yeah, I've got quite a few books that need to go into the CGC, and I've probably got. I mean, I think it's fair to say I probably got like $10,000 worth of.
I assume they're all in sleeves now.
Oh yeah, I have them as adult. Like I don't think I even read half of them.
Right.
Yeah, and I've got quite a few that are just. I mean, they came from the shop. They were in the plastic sleeve. I went home, put them in the comic book box, and I've never touched them since.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the collectors, the top 10 NBA players of all time autographed basketballs. That's probably my favorite collection.
Yeah. So you have all of them?
Yeah.
So who's in the top 10? I mean, Jordan, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird.
Yep.
Who else am I missing?
Kobe.
Oh wow.
LeBron's in that top 10. I know. Debatable, especially after this last one. Goodness.
So wait, how'd you get all these basketballs? Did you like buy them at an auction?
I bought them all.
Oh, okay. I mean, like not eBay, right? Or did you buy
some of it eBay, some of it from local?
They verifiable and all that stuff? Okay.
All of them have certificates. Yep.
Steve says, I had Joe Montana's rookie card. I sold it in the 80s for $400.
That's a brilliant sale.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it's great.
Oh, okay.
Montana rookie card at that point in time, absolutely selling it for $400. It was a lot in the 80s.
Lindsay said, I had a vintage signed Star Trek comic. It's in a safe and never comes out. Andrew says, also Pogs. Anybody remember Pogs? Trace, good morning, man. What's up, man? Andrew says, I'm debating selling all of my cards and vintage video games as well. Just takes up way too much space.
When we were moving, I was going through all the old video game systems that I've kept. They're all in boxes. I don't know why I do it. I'll get a new system and I'll just put it back in the box. And
yeah, I've always kept my video game boxes. Like I've always kept all of them. And I literally, when I'm done with them, I just throw them back. And I've sold some of them. Like I've like just pawned them off on eBay or whatever. But because usually consoles don't really go up in price. Like you could still buy most video game consoles for like $100, even the old ones.
Right.
Like a Nintendo GameCube's 50, 60, $100. Yeah, like it's not like they gather more value.
Depending on which version it is. If sometimes the PlayStations, looking at some of the older vintage, PS1, 2, 3, depending on which one you got, there's some value in it.
There's so Nintendo 64 did a bunch of like color variants of their systems. So if you find like a translucent like yellow or green, they're worth about $150 compared to like just a general system, which you get for like $25.
You guys remember the old Zelda, the gold one for Nintendo, unopened, in the case, graded at like a 9.8, sold for like $250,000.
Jesus.
Like what?
Yep. Some of those old video games, man. Lindsay says, and then there's my enamel pin collection, which I freaking scored last night on one. $62 for a pin that's about to be worth $1,500.
Oh wow,
Jesus!
The enamel pin market I didn't know existed.
It's crazy.
Me neither.
Yeah. Like I have a bunch. Like I have like this biker vest that I have a bunch on, but like I didn't think they were worth anything. Rhett says, I've got the Death of Superman and Death of Batman comics. Do you have those graded out, Rhett? Do you have them like kind of saved around the house? How much are they worth? Andrew says, I have the green Donkey Kong N64 console in box. Yeah, I think that's the one I was talking about. It's like translucent, right? Like that one's worth like $150. It's ridiculous. Oh. It's got a new hire email.
Yep.
That's exciting. Cotter, do you want to pick the person or you want me to pick the person?
You can go ahead and pick him.
Okay.
An unopened Legend of Zelda for SNES.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty awesome.
The original Fexy. Thanks for joining us. It's the first time I've ever seen you chime in, man. I've got a huge Zelda collection, more than any grown man should, but none of my video games are unopened. I played.
Rudy wants to win again. Pick me.
No, I got one. I got one right here, and it's so funny. This guy, he texted in a couple weeks ago with a story, which I'll bring up as well. I'm just looking because whenever you guys text us in, the texts are kind of stored for a while. So the last thing he said to us was kind of funny. All right, how much? 2.5 minutes?
2.5 minutes.
Cool. I usually listen to you guys in the morning on my way to school. Oh, cool, man. Where you go to school at? Like a fancy college or high school? Grade school? Middle school?
SCAD. Look at that.
SCAD. Oh, aren't you fancy?
Pretty smart kids come out of SCAD.
My friend Todd, who I actually didn't meet until I was out in Vegas, he went to SCAD, and he opened a company called Meat and Potatoes. They do like digital marketing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who like create entire like brand lines for people and do all their fancy graphics and stuff.
Right.
So he actually wound up moving to LA and becoming incredibly successful. He is best friends with Joe Satriani and Sammy Hagar.
Wow.
So every cover of an album that Sammy's had over the last 2 or 3 albums, including Chickenfoot.
Right.
He's done them.
Oh, that's cool.
He did Joe Satriani's last album cover, and he just did a whole branding campaign for the Encore in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And he's a local SCAD guy. He actually came. They just had, remember their anniversary, SCAD's anniversary, their 50th or whatever. Like he came back and put all of it together.
Oh, wow.
So he came here. And they moved him here for 3 months. Put him up in one of the SCAD houses, which was like some random house downtown.
Right.
Him and his wife, and they just lived in Savannah for a while. We went out bowling and hung out with him a couple times because my wife worked with him when she worked at the Hard Rock.
Okay.
And I'm like, small world.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
But he's a big-time Halloween guy, so like he takes his entire front yard and he makes it a rock and roll Halloween. So he's dressed up all these skeletons that look like Slash and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And they all move and stuff. Like he's a genius. We're friends, but he doesn't like me enough to invite me over to his house. Come on, Todd, what the fuck? Nicole says he does the Sons of Anarchy design too.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he did the Son.
awesome.
Oh, he did the Son. Oh, he did the Sons of Anarchy design. Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
All right, guys, 25-ish seconds. Be right back. Coming up here in just moments, going to spin for someone Big Money Monday, and the boss A-Dub, it's his money. He said we can give this person up to 3 spins in order to give away cash today.
Well, he's in studio right now, so I would hate to disobey him, especially because he's within reach of slapping me. So definitely don't want to not do that. Hey, and Cutter, I just realized I'm literally 1 axe away from quitting radio and just going to chop down trees for the rest of my life by the way I look.
That's true.
In case you're wondering, if you don't ever hear from me after the show ever again, it's because I've joined the forest dwellers.
You're a lumberjack.
Yes, I'm a lumberjack now. All right, so Big Money Monday. Thank you for everyone who texted us today. We got hundreds of text messages. I have chosen Brandon today.
Okay.
Brandon with the number 5. That is where we're going. Now, the last time Brandon texted us was just a couple weeks ago saying, I almost got hit by a guy running from the police in Pooler a couple weeks ago. I'm guessing we were talking about something like that. So automatically, I love this guy.
Right.
He's got a bit of the crazy in him. So I love to hear that. So Big Money Monday, $50 of our boss's money. Order 69 is in effect.
Yes.
$100 if the ball 69 comes out. Hold on.
Get the money gun.
What? I got it.
Okay.
Here we go. All right. Whew. Get in there, money. All right. Here we go. For Brandon.
All right, so we get to throw up to 3 spins.
Number 5. I'm nervous.
I am too.
What if we go 0 for 3?
I'll feel really bad.
Okay. All right, here we go. Roll number 1. Cotter. The first ball is?
Yep.
29.
Okay.
Now, because we're rolling 3 times, I'm just going to leave these balls out. I'm not going to put it. Okay.
All right, spin number 2.
Spin number 2.
Need a what, a 5?
Need a 5. Okay. Brandon, playing for Brandon. We love you, Brandon. Oh, man, Brandon's going to hate us. Come on, 5. Spin number 2 is 13.
No.
Unlucky number 13.
So much pressure.
Cotter, it's unlucky. Oh, my God. Are we cursed?
I think
are we cursed now?
Looks like you should have picked 3.
Oh, no. All right. Okay. One more spin. The boss said we could do 3 spins today.
Yes.
$50 gift card is on the line. Order 69 is in effect for $100. One last spin for all the marbles. I'm so nervous.
Come on, man. Come on. Don't let him down.
39.
No!
Oh, my. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? 3 spins, Brandon.
3 spins.
I swear it's not us. Are we cursed?
We might be.
Did you curse this show because you're leaving?
Because I'm leaving. That may be it.
All right, well, we're spinning till we get a winner on
Wednesday.
Now,
Now, we established the rules, though. We're going to have a different person for each spin.
right. Each,
So
special.
somebody is guaranteed to win when we do Big Money Monday on Wednesday. Brandon, so sorry.
Brandon, the odds. Can I just throw one more out there? Just like a hypothetical?
Sure.
No, okay. Wait.
Hypothetical.
Will he win?
Well, it's a hypothetical.
Hypothetical. All right, this is hypothetical.
Man.
So
It's going to
Brandon,
be another 3.
yeah, Brandon, you won't win for this. Just hypothetically, was the next ball a 5? It was 71. Okay,
good.
yeah, we're cursed. We're cursed.
We're cursed.
Yeah, we're
It's fine.
cursed.
All right, coming up after 9 o'clock, we're talking Thanksgiving. We got flying tips plus.
Flying what?
Flying tips.
Spell that again?
Tips.
What?
TIPS.
Oh, yeah, that's
Tips.
That's what I thought you said.
Okay, good. Also, if you're looking to have people over for Thanksgiving, cost of your party is going up. It's coming up after 9 o'clock. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
I always love it when we do Big Money Monday because then it's the everyone who picked 3 parade chimes in. So
right.
Elaine, Rhett, everyone has chimed in.
I love how Charles has pointed out the fact that he thinks all golf courses are closed today since I'm in the office. That's
I mean,
kind.
calling a spade a spade. All right.
I did play golf yesterday.
How'd you do?
36.
Is
I
that
think.
good in golf?
36.
I'm not for sure.
Yeah, it was par. It was fine. Should have scored better. Missed some putts.
Yeah. Elaine says, "Damn you, Marshall." Seriously. You know what? How about this? On Wednesday, Cotter and I will alternate spins.
Okay.
Okay. Because you've never spun the wheel before.
I've never.
Ever in the history
Never
of the
spun.
Yeah, we are going to alternate spins until we get a winner.
It'll be his first spin.
Yeah, and you will be the first person.
Okay.
You'll be the first spin that day.
Okay.
I'm going to work.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Dude, that was messed up. 4 rows. We rolled 4 times.
Yeah. So sorry, man.
Sean says they were golfing here in Minnesota. It was in the 20s, but the sun was shining and no snow on the ground. Ugh.
So many people picked 3. 3.
I chose Brandon. God Lord, I mean, we get so many text messages, guys. But yeah, I see some 3s in there. I see some 3s. All right, guys, once again, now that we're done with the 8 o'clock hour, last hour of the show, and then only 2 more shows after today.
Yeah. Still weird, man. Still weird to think.
2 more shows, and then you're just going to go talk real softly in the microphone over in Austin, Texas for the rest of your life. Coming up next, we've got some wonderful, what's a Gautier, someone that I used to know on Sun Radio.
The best music under the sun.
It's the best music under the sun, specifically in the zip code of Austin, Texas. Lane goes 36, 9 holes? Yeah, probably. Lindsay says y'all should sneak like 10 more 69 balls in the cage. You know what's funny is, so when they gave me this bingo machine, when I bought the bingo machine with my own money, I got like 5 balls.
Like blank?
They're blank. Should I just write 69 on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
We totally should. Yes.
Yeah, they give you like...
Yeah, just spare balls.
Yeah, replacement balls. You sure you don't need some of these?
No, I've gotten used to it.
Is that why you're so fast at running? All right, I'm going to go get a Sharpie so I can write on these.
Okay, so now we're increasing your odds of scoring $100 on Wednesday.
Well, yeah, they'll go from 1 to 69 balls, which is just once good fun to say. Hey, look, I decided on the last week of shows, I made you a new solo panel. So, look, you're a grown man now with your big solo panel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yours didn't look like mine. You still had the panel around.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Because I did mine, and then I was like, oh, you're leaving. Fuck that guy.
All right, so we are into the final hour, getting into the final hour. Going to talk flying tips for Thanksgiving as you're heading out, things you shouldn't do before you fly. Also, costs are up this year for Thanksgiving. And then we'll play, then we'll get to Marshall's Music News. He's got a Foo Fighters story. See if we can move around, do that one first, because we do have a brand new song from the Foo Fighters that we could debut this morning. Coming up next hour, we're going to get to latest from Ghost, a tune called Hunter's Moon. Got a new Aaron Jones Supercharged, all kinds of good stuff. Get ready to head into the final hour of the show. After this, 2 more shows to go. Hasn't sunk in yet, guys. Has not sunk in. I don't know. I don't know if it will. I mean, to be honest. Ouch, Elaine, ouch. So, Cotter, are you going to go running once every 12 weeks and move to Austin? I don't know. That's giving me way too much credit. So I will say once every 20 weeks or so.
What's that?
Go running.
20 weeks.
Well, no, Charles like, so Cotter, are you going to run once every 12 weeks when you move to Austin? I was like, that's giving me a lot of credit.
That's the very crude 69 I put on the ball.
That's fair.
I think you'll personally run even less in Austin.
Because
it'll be so hot. You'll be like, oh, man, it's too hot to run.
Yeah, probably. I've been here for about 13 years, Rob. March would be 13. So almost 13 years.
Don't mind me, I'm just a grown man riding 69 on a bunch of tiny balls and getting paid for it. So in case you're wondering, like, oh, what's Marshall doing? Just totally being a grown-up.
So, yeah, so it's been a while. This is the longest I've ever worked. I want to say it's the longest I've ever worked in radio at for a single stretch, at like a single station.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been Rock 106.1 the entire time. I started when I was 18, 19. Yeah, I mean, I worked for the same station-ish for my first run in Illinois. So I guess this in Illinois would be about the longest.
That may be the nicest 69 I wrote.
Which emotion will be worse, dropping your daughter at university, becoming an empty nester, or leaving the show? Ooh, that's a good question. Empty nesters...
Power rank them.
Empty nesters 3. I don't say this to be a dick, but probably dropping my daughter off at university, probably 2. Leaving the show is probably going to be 1. And the reason behind that is I still talk to my daughter every day. I still see my daughter. We still chat. This is it. I'm never going to be on Rock 106.1 again. So, I mean, I think it's a different, obviously, type of emotion because my kid's still in my life. And unfortunately, this station will be out of my life after this.
Yeah, I'm never talking to you again.
No, that's fair. I appreciate that. But no, I mean, and the wife and I had this conversation. It's like we, no matter what, I'll look back and this will probably be like the heart of my radio career, regardless of what happens in Austin, because it's like my 30s into my 40s for a rock station. It was the same station the entire run. So easily the coolest stuff I've done in radio has been here so far.
Ooh. Did I send you the guts, the pic of the orange jumpsuits?
We have copies of those somewhere.
Where are those? Speaking of,
I think you could probably find them on the Work Release Program Facebook page if you can look through the old photos there. But no, you showed it to me at the going away party, but I didn't actually. I don't think you sent it. If you want to send it, please do. Yeah, we did those as a photo shoot for when we did the Work Release Program.
Charles says, Rob, when is the album dropping? Also, if you want to send some merch, I'm an XXL. Speaking of, I actually, over the weekend, I watched some Alien Weaponry performance stuff. They're cool.
Oh, nice. Okay. Elaine, yeah, I mean, once the show's up and running, I'll probably pop in occasionally. I guess are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like right now, the plan's changed like 100 times. So I don't know. I'm on the air Monday.
Okay.
I'm on the air Monday. I think the plan is to live stream.
Okay,
but we'll see. I don't know.
No,
I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to just go back to live streaming yet.
I will. I'll definitely pop in from time to time. I got to be at work Monday at 8:30, which is 9:30 here.
So what is are you just working like a typical 8:30 to 5:30 day?
Probably. I will not be on the air for the first month-ish or so.
Okay.
Talked about that, but I was like, there's so much other stuff I got to tackle. I'd rather get the other stuff done first before the on-air stuff.
You have to fire a bunch of people, so
not going to fire a bunch of people.
That's just like one of those things, like when you bring a new guy into the radio stations or bring a new guy like anywhere, whenever you get a new manager,
right?
You're like, oh, he's just going to fire everyone. So that's what Cotter's doing.
No.
Hey, that's a rumor. I've been talking to a bunch of your new coworkers.
That's fine.
Telling them about you. And I've just kind of, so if some stuff comes up, that's me.
That's fair.
Some rumors about you. I've already got started at your new business. But yeah, the rumor is Cotter's going to fire everyone. Now, you know who the first person that told me that was? Liquid. Yeah, so
that makes sense.
Yeah, Liquid from the Horde. He usually shows up right about now on the stream, but he actually told me that you were firing everyone, which is kind of a weird move. Cotter, are you wearing the vest for the first day?
I haven't decided.
You're wearing the vest on the final day of the show, right?
Yeah, most likely. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, you're not even committed to the vest bit anymore?
Well, no, I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be very cold.
Is it? If it's cold, yeah.
The low on Wednesday, you coming into work is going to be high 30s.
Here's what I discovered. Here's what will prevent me from wearing the vest.
Huge nipples.
I've gained weight since I purchased all my vests.
Just wear an open vest.
All my vests. So they're a little snug. So
what size of vest did you buy? Medium?
I don't know what size. I don't know. Just what it fit. I found one that fit, and all my vests came in that size after that.
Just wear what do they call it? A girdle or whatever. Whatever they call it. Is that what they call it? I sent to the Cotter and Marsh Show Messenger. Let me know if they aren't in there. Oh yeah, I saw that over the weekend actually. Now that I think about it. Lane says, seriously, give Dana our contact info. If she needs something, we will help her.
First of all, Greg, I've been here for 13 years, so there has been commitment. No, I'm sticking to the vest bit. I just got to lose weight to be comfortable in them again.
Rhett says green tights. Green tights and an open vest. Wait, you have a green vest, right?
Yeah, it's a green
Go all
vest.
green so I can green screen you out in future video bits.
I don't know where the green tights are. They probably got packed somewhere.
Oh, come on.
No, we packed.
I bet you're wearing them right now.
No green tights.
He's got them bunched up right next to your dick. Juana says wear a corset. It'll suck in your midsection.
I don't have a corset.
That he'd like to admit that he owns. He's a theater geek. Of course, he has a corset.
What does that mean?
I think all
theater people have corsets.
It's like because you probably played women at some point. You're a weirdo. Rob says I caught the beer for breakfast with the mayor. He seemed pretty damn chill for a mayor type. Yeah, he was cool, man. Mayor Van Johnson, cool guy in my books. Agree or not agree with what he's chosen to do, that's just the life of a politician.
Yeah.
Man, people are, cowboy hat the last day. Can we get the cowboy hat?
Yeah, I'll have to wear
All right,
that.
let's get the cowboy
That's
hat.
still my office.
Just stop by Sunset. They have corsets. I bet you Sunset would probably donate one to the show for this last run.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
All right. If you don't want anyone to be happy, I think that's the way to
I don't think there's
things.
anything I could do at this point in time since I'm leaving.
Right.
So, go to Goodwill and get you a new vest. Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got about 3 minutes, just over.
Gotcha. So I mentioned on Friday, my wife just wrapped presents for 2 hours. I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing. So after she got done wrapping presents, she looked at me and she goes, oh, that took forever. And I was like, yeah, I noticed it. We watched a whole entire movie without you over here. She goes, you weren't looking at all when I was wrapping presents. I'm like, no, why would I even care? She goes, I wrapped like half of yours in front of me. So my wife wrapped half of my Christmas presents in front of me on Friday. And I'm like, I got no idea.
Andrew Cotter, you're going to be on the air at the new station behind the scenes like A-Dub. It'll be both kind of the same role I have here. Program director stuff, making sure everything's, running. And then eventually I'll be on the air. Elaine's got a silver corset. Something tells me it's not going to fit me, Elaine. Rob, it's never too late to make everyone happy. Just show up and drag.
Dude, you should dress up as the Rocky Horror Picture Show guy.
Frankenfurter.
You should just dress up like him for the last show.
Because I have fishnets and heels at my house ready to go.
Dude, I just imagine you did. You work for, it's going to be Sun Radio in Austin, right?
Sun Radio, yeah.
How about this? I'll drop a link if you want to see either. Can I do that? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's okay with everybody here.
I'm doing it.
It's just sunradio.com, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to sunradio.com and you want to send some messages to Cotter's new boss, you totally can.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Maybe just like their social media.
There you go.
Give them a few new likes. I'm not going to like it. Fuck that station. I hate them. Hold on. Let's see what they got going on. Let's judge them. The first thing they have up is about drinking alcohol. Okay. Cool. Get a new shtick. You ever heard of Rock 106.1's Beer for Breakfast? Texas Radio Live at Guero's Taco Bar. That sounds awesome.
They do that every Wednesday. 10th year anniversary coming up December 8th.
They play high school games, and then I can download an app. And there's a Renaissance Fair. They have a Renaissance Fair that lasts a month and a half?
I guess. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. All right. Some real weirdos in Austin, man.
Keep Austin weird.
Can we get the call-in number so the whore can call and totally say nice things to you? 100%. We should actually find out. I'll inform you guys of when Cotter joins the on-air side of things, so you can not abuse him. They go live from a taco bar, says Rob.
Yep, every Wednesday.
And they just play the live feed of music? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can watch the stream on their YouTube page, or you can listen to it on the air. Yeah, they've been doing it for 10 years.
Is there like an engineer on site that does that, or they just flip a switch?
And there's somebody on site running it. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. This week is Thanksgiving. A lot of people looking to fly around the country to visit family for the holidays. Now, we talked about flying tips to what to do if your flight is delayed during the holidays. But I love these flying tips. And these are things I never thought of previous to flying. So this is a list of 4 things you should definitely not eat or drink right before hopping on a plane.
Yeah, because if you're going somewhere for the holidays, I mean, you're trying to look your best self in front of your family. They probably haven't seen you in a while. And the first thing they're going to do is judge you. You walk off that plane, you gained a few pounds, you're not wearing, the nicest thing. And they'll be like, oh, look at this ragamuffin, So here are some things not to eat or drink before jumping on a plane. And there's good reason behind them. The first thing, Cotter, is salty foods.
Yeah, this is, I guess this makes sense once you look at it. It's common for people to get dehydrated on planes thanks to the dryer in the cabin, and a meal or snack that's high in sodium can make it worse. The salt just sucks that moisture from your body.
100%. So you're going to look gross once again on the plane. So avoid salty foods before jumping on a plane to go see the family for Thanksgiving this year. Also, carbonated beverages. Now, this is for every fat guy out there, let's face it, we're probably chugging a couple beers before we hop on the plane because the first thing when we get to the airport, I don't know why, it's like an innate thing for me. It's like, vacation time, let's go. And then I just chug a few beers. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, no. So from the carbonated beverage side of things, they say the changes in cabin pressure can cause you to feel bloated or gassy, and carbonated beverages can expand inside your GI tract, making the feeling even more unpleasant. And you don't want to be unpleasant on a plane.
No, I mean, the first thing is, as a guy, I'll admit, I've never not been on a plane and farted. I farted, I think, 100 times out of 100 times I've ever gone on a plane.
Oh, sure.
I mean, can you say you've not farted on a plane?
No, I can't.
So I mean, like the whole time. I'm not saying the whole time I rip, but like, I'm farting a good amount of time. It's because of the beer. It gets me.
Well, I mean, and speaking of, number 3 on the list is alcohol. It says drinking alcohol on a plane has a different effect on your body than at ground level. In the air, you're more likely to get drunk faster and have to pee more frequently, which can be annoying on a long flight.
That's why you should just pee your pants.
Just where it depends?
No, just pee your pants.
pee your
Right?
pants?
They're leather seats. Well, depending on if you're going Spirit,
Right.
pretty much sitting on cardboard boxes. But yeah, I mean, just pee your pants. It's fine.
I'm like you, though. When I'm flying somewhere, I get to the airport and instantly I'm like, I need a $13 beer.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like it's a guy thing, I think. I think the moment we get into an airport, we immediately go vacation mode. We should get absolutely ripped.
So these are a list of things that you should not eat or drink before getting on a plane. The last thing they have, I got one thing I think is an obvious thing that's not listed on here, but last thing they have is coffee. Coffee, once again, can make you dehydrated in an already dry environment, and the diuretic effect can lead to more trips to the bathroom.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is use the airplane bathroom.
Yes.
Because no matter what, you're never the first person in. You're always waiting for someone very awkwardly right outside the door, and for some reason, they just had the worst explosive diarrhea in their life the moment before you get into that bathroom. So it's a good idea not to use it.
One addition I want to make to this list, things you should not eat or drink before getting on a flight. Any sort of spicy food. How is that not on this list? You know
Actually, that's a good one, yeah.
I mean, Mexican food, spicy food, any sort of chilies, stay away from that. When I'm in Austin, I know I'm flying to and from because I have a high intake of green chilies when I'm there with my family. The last day and a half, I cut it off because I'm not going to be on a plane, and if I eat them, it will bite me in the ass.
No, on the stream, Dennis actually just chimed in and goes, at the airport, no one judges you for drinking at 6 in the morning. So that's why I think another thing, like us guys, we immediately run to the bar.
That is very true. All right, speaking of the holidays, if you're planning on throwing the festivities this year for Thanksgiving, the cost of that party has gone up. We'll tell you how after Ghost. This is Hunter's Moon, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. That's true. At an airport, nobody thinks twice.
It's no rules. It's sort of lawless upon a huge law-filled land.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get through the security. It's almost like a celebration, don't you think? Like, if you get through security,
that's true.
You deserve a beer.
You do.
And I think that's why, once again, and it's another guy thing. It's like we did a thing, we deserve a prize. Because deep down inside, we're 12-year-olds. Like, or even 5-year-olds almost. Like when I walk into a grocery store when I was a kid, you know those little machines, like throw a quarter in?
Yeah.
Like every damn time I went into one, my mom just gave me a quarter. She just knew.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things. Like I walked into a grocery store where I'm going to hate my life for the next hour because my mom took forever to buy groceries. Like I deserve a prize. So she would just give me a quarter and I would just get a prize and I would play with it the entire time.
Jumping ahead a little bit for Marshall's Music News. Are you talking about the new Foo Fighters song?
Yes, I am.
I have it if you want to do that story first.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Foo, Manson, and then we'll wrap up with Disturbed. Steve goes, would you like a side shot with that $13 beer? I would actually. So I got into a conversation with my mother-in-law and her boyfriend, and they told me about how they wanted a mimosa, or no. They wanted what's the mojito? They wanted a mojito at the airport bar. Well, this bar person didn't know how to make a mojito. So they actually had to look it up, and they charged them, instead of just for like an overall drink, they charged them for each ingredient of the drink. For a round 2 mojitos, they were charged $50.
What?
Yep. $50 for a mojito.
No.
$25 mojito night at this airport bar. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm like, how'd that go? He goes, well, Denise bought the first round. He goes, and then we were sitting there and I felt really bad because she just spent 50. So I just went and bought another round for an extra $50 so we could each say we spent the same amount of money. I'm like, are you kidding me? You spent $100 on mojitos between the two of you?
I would just given her $25. Here you go. You feel bad? I'll split it.
Nope.
Cut that in half for you.
They spent $100 on 4 mojitos at the airport bar.
No. That's crazy.
Oh, I'm like, dude, you were stupid.
Wow. All right, we got about 30 seconds. All right, be right back. Thanksgiving is coming up on Thursday, and if you're looking to throw the party this year, looks like the cost is going to go up. Every year, the American Farm Bureau releases some stats, and on average, Thanksgiving is going to cost 14% more this year than it did last year. A lot of that, once again, is thanks to the whole supply chain thing being all crazy and weird.
Thanks, Obama.
I don't. Sure.
No, it's Obama's fault.
We'll just go with that. Yeah. So you're heading over to a friend's house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we're heading over to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. And I think we're in the same kind of situation you're in. Everybody's throwing in a little something.
Yeah, it's like a Thanksgiving potluck
to make up for the cost. Okay, so the 14% increase this year for Thanksgiving breaks down to this. Per guest, it's really not bad if you think about it. $5.33 a guest.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad at all.
It's super cheap. Now, the average 10 people is obviously, once again, we're bad at math, so we're telling you stuff. $53.31. And that's up from almost $47 the year before. So it's almost a difference of like, I don't know, $6.50 is what Thanksgiving is costing more in 2021 as opposed to 2020.
Now, with that $53, and if you break it down like this, you're like, man, this really isn't bad at all. It's enough to buy turkey, stuffing, sweet potatoes, rolls with butter, peas, cranberries, a veggie tray, pumpkin pie with whipped cream, coffee, and a gallon of milk. However, it doesn't include potatoes, which is really weird.
Yeah, I mean, and potatoes, like, I bought a bag of potatoes just on like Friday night. It was like $3. So yeah, add $3 on to the total cost this year. So $56 because you can't do Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes.
No, that's just un-American.
It's blasphemy.
That's just not right at all. So
the Indians wanted us to have potatoes.
Now the turkey as a whole, the 16-pound turkey is $24 this year, up from $19.40 last year.
I bought a turkey on Friday. It did not cost that.
Oh, really?
I got a 23-pound turkey for $21 at Walmart.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal. And like I've heard a lot of people are like, oh, there's shortages on turkeys. There's turkeys everywhere. I went to Food Lion yesterday in Georgetown where I live, man. There's like 1,000 turkeys in there. There's 1,000. Like there's more than enough for everyone to have like a turkey per person. Like we're good, guys. Don't worry. There's turkeys out there.
All right, we got Marshall's music news coming up, including Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere of brand new stuff from the Foo Fighters. Cotter and Marshall.
Thanks, Obama, for the Foo Fighters.
Rock 106.1.
Can't dumb to hell all the time. Lindsay says, I just dropped like $150 on my portion of the sides. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, we're doing, so my Friendsgiving, Nicole's doing the turkey, which has stuffing in it. So turkey and stuffing. I'm doing pumpkin pie and a sweet potato casserole. So.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing stuffing, cranberry sauce, and gravy, which my wife, like I said earlier in the show, ordered all from not Whole Foods, Fresh Market.
Yeah. Steve says, we almost did honey-baked ham this year, but the time I added it up to the price had comma, so we canceled. Yeah. I don't know. Honey-baked, no offense to the honey-baked ham people, and I don't think they're spending money with us, so I'll talk illy of them. I don't really care for their ham. It's
fine, yeah.
Did you know they, like, sell sandwiches? Like, there's a honey-baked
Oh, it's like a restaurant over here, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they, like, sold, like, they combos.
Yeah, never gone.
Trey says, I'm calling in on Wednesday, so you better pick up. Hell yeah, dude. Call in. We'll pick up. I don't know if we'll air your call, but we'll definitely pick up. Yeah.
The honey baked ham's fine. Just a honey glazed ham. It doesn't have to be name brand. A honey glazed ham is just a honey glazed ham. Delicious.
Let's see. Elaine says, we cook Asian food for New Year's Day. We have to sell a kidney to pay for that. Now we do, I think like New Year's Day, my wife and I have done like Chicago beef sandwiches. Right. It's kind of our deal. And then usually Christmas we'll do ham, but essentially it's Thanksgiving with ham instead of turkey.
Christmas Eve, we always do pizza.
Okay.
Christmas morning, we always do the orange glazed cinnamon rolls.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's been a tradition ever since I was a kid. We carried that one over. And we don't have like a specific, a lot of times for Christmas, no, New Year's Eve we'll do like, we just do like snacks and dips and stuff like all day. Mm-hmm. We don't have a traditional, this is what we eat on Christmas. Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, but not like a traditional dinner.
Yeah, Christmas Day, we were always rocking like just a little, ham and stuff. The original Fexy says, you ever get a cured ham and wonder what it had? I will now. Probably AIDS. Trey says, you don't have to air the call. Just wanted to send best wishes to the deserter. Yes, absolutely. Fair. Please call in.
That's fair.
Lane says, we stopped at Kroger for 4 things and spent another $60. Yeah. It happens to any store. Dude, I really wanted a fancy Starbucks coffee Saturday morning. So there's a Starbucks in Target over in the Savannah Mall. So I'm like, I had to go run an errand first. So I drove by a Starbucks over on the one on the way to Tybee on Victory.
Right.
And there was like 70 cars. I'm like, let's go to the one inside of Target. There was no one. And then I know I was surprised. I got my coffee, and then I literally turned around and walked away, and there was like a line of 30 people inside of Target Starbucks.
Everybody realized the same thing you did.
Yep. Genius.
That was one thing I noticed in Disney. I mean, it was a little chilly-ish, but not like, it was 80 yesterday, basically.
Everyone was chugging coffee.
Dude, the line at every effing coffee stand was 30 people deep. I was just like, what the hell? I don't get it.
Elaine says, I have to buy pie crust and a few other things. Total will be $500 for Thanksgiving. Good thing I love my Elaine, how many people are you fucking feeding? $500? Do you not have any food at your house? Did you have to buy everything for the first time? Like all the spices and stuff? Good Lord. Really disappointing to be able to shoot off the money gun. Because what the hell am I going to do with this thing afterwards?
Big money could be something that continues.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just going to be me for a while.
I know.
Possibly forever. I don't know. Should be the saddest thing of all. Just me talking to myself in a room.
Are you putting the show together tomorrow? Or do you want me to?
I can send you the rundown. I already have. I'll email it to you right now.
Okay.
It's pretty much done. We just need some about last night and some music newses. And
okay.
I think it's almost done.
Do we have something for the Heat Challenge? Oh, we do. We have those. Never mind. Heat Challenge is done. Legos are done.
Oh, we should check to see if the shot collar still works.
Yeah.
There's the charging.
Yeah, we might need to. We might just want to charge it.
You want to put it on and try it?
No. Can you just vibrate it? Can't you?
No. That stopped working. It only shocks now. So you want to try it?
No, you can vibrate it. Make sure it vibrates.
No,
I'm saving it for tomorrow.
Hey, don't mansplain how to use a shot collar, you son of a bitch.
I'm saving it for tomorrow.
How do I even turn it on? Honestly, it's been so long, I don't even remember how to turn it on.
The other side, maybe?
Oh, there it is. How do I?
Is there a button on the side of the collar? Other side. The flat side. You want flip over one more time.
This is the flat side.
Your hands on it. The top. Look at the top.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, that shit's dead.
Okay. Yeah, we'll charge that up. Whoa. Last year she had 44 people show up.
Oh, my God.
That is.
Oh, is that like your biker family, Elaine?
That's $12 a person. That's way above average, but still not horrible.
How much time we got?
4.5 minutes.
I'm going to run and grab my wall plug so I can plug this in.
Okay.
Nope, that doesn't work. There you go. All right.
All right, 4 minutes. Story about Foo Fighters. Got the Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere, brand new song. It's called Love Dies Young. 3 more breaks in the show. 2 more shows to go after this. Wanted to be in Savannah for New Year's, but unfortunately couldn't make it happen. Yeah, I get that. Hey, Nathan. Disney was awesome. Had a great day at the Magic Kingdom. And then Hollywood Studios. I always just love that park. Hollywood Studios, I think the people at Disney looked and saw what they did over the Harry Potter world when it comes to just an immersive universe. And they're like, we have got to step up our game. Because you go into what is now Toy Story Land in Hollywood, and it is amazing. It's like they basically took the whole story behind it is Andy, put this world together. So you're all considered, it's like when you walk in, they call you toys because you're all, small compared to everything set up.
Oh,
so it's like the roller coaster, the Slinky Dog roller coaster is actually really cool. Is, if you look at it, it's like there's this roller coaster set, there's a box to it, and Andy tweaked it out to where now it includes Slinky Dog and everything. And everything's put together like with big, with toys and big pencils and Christmas lights, and it's like you're just a toy walking through the world. So it's actually really cool. Then you get into the Star Wars part of it. Holy S, man. That thing, I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, that thing is just awesome.
Did you buy any merch while you were there?
Did not. It's pricey. I just wanted a shirt, and I wanted kind of an understated-y kind of shirt. It's all gaudy. I mean, there's nothing understated. And it's like they sell, and I love Star Wars, but it's like they sell like uniforms and all this stuff, and I'm like, why? I'm not buying
You should have bought one and wear it to work your first day at the new job.
But the Toy Story Land, they really completely and totally just kind of up their game when it just comes to immersing you in a universe.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really, really cool. Yeah, that was my first time in Galaxy's Edge, and it's mind blowing. It's just effing awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I eventually want to check it out, but it's one of those things where I will spend all of the money to not have to worry about like trying to like get onto a ride when I get there. So I'll spend like the Lightning Pass or whatever you're.
It's worth. I mean, it sucks. It sucks because the Fast Pass thing was great. It didn't cost anything. The system was easy to use. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But I'd almost say go for it because it's worth it. But you really have to watch out because, like I said, we ended up buying both. We got one for the ride and we got the all day one for the rest of the rides. But we got the Smuggler's Run. Is what the all encompassing was for. And by 12:30, which is when we had Smuggler's Run, all of the other rides were sold out for Lightning Lane. So instead of being able to use it 4 times, I was able to use it once.
Yeah.
So that's the downside.
Steve says, I wish you well in Austin, Cotter. That's cool. That's cool. You will be checking in from time to time.
Yeah, I'll definitely check in. Rhett, you could get a uniform and wear it to the Star Wars hotel that costs $5,000 for 2 nights. I know. Did you cry a little bit?
Why didn't you just do that?
Because the hotel's not open yet.
Oh.
Did you cry a little bit when you saw the Falcon? It was awesome. I mean, did I cry? No, but it's like effing life size right there in front of you.
Did it look real-ish?
Yes. Yes.
Like it looked like it could like pop up and like go out of there?
Yes. They did such a good job with it. It's so, and when you go on the Smuggler's Run ride, it's like you're in the Falcon. They've got like the chess game they play in there.
Oh, that's cool.
You're walking down. I mean, you get into the cockpit area and you're like, this is so awesome.
Quick question. I've always wanted, is there a bathroom? Like in the Millennium Falcon? Like where do you shit?
Didn't show that. Sorry. All right, guys, 8 seconds. Be right back. Diving into some Marshall's music news. This is story number 1.
Yeah, I'm totally ready. Okay, here we go. Actor Jason Sudeikis, yes, Mr. Ted Lasso himself, is coaching a new team. That team is the Foo Fighters in the new Dave Grohl-directed music video for their new single, Love Dies Young. Now, I watched this video Saturday night. I was having a few cocktails at Casa Marshall. This is kind of a mind-melding video because Jason Sudeikis, who's wearing a gigantic white wig and white mustache, is kind of pumping up a very female-looking team of swimmers as they go synchronized swimming. It turns out those very svelte, beautiful figures are actually the Foo Fighters. They used kind of like the deep fake technology and kind of put their faces on the ladies who are synchronized swimming. But it's kind of a weird, kind of funny. It's more towards the comedy side of the Foo Fighters music videos than anything else. It is very, very cool. So it's definitely worth checking out. But yes, Jason Sudeikis is actually breaks into like a 2-3 minute opening monologue, kind of hyping up the team before they go synchronized swimming. Now, the Foo Fighters, it doesn't stop there. They will actually get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's actually already happened by the one and only Paul McCartney. Now, that's going to air actually on November 20th, which was 2 days ago. On HBO. I obviously missed it. And they have the brand new Studio 666 film that is coming out in February. So if you're a Foo Fighters fan, it is a great time to be a Foo Fighters fan. All sorts of new stuff coming out.
All right, Low Country Coastal Empire premiere, the latest tune. It's Love Dies Young. Foo Fighters, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. See, Sean, did you ride the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? I did. That might have taken the number one spot from Space Mountain for me. So we got on Space Mountain. Both my wife and I commented afterwards, we forgot how good of a roller coaster that is.
Space Mountain?
Yes.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's like one of those, I think, a little underrated. I mean, we both got off. It's like, oh, that was way more fun than I remember it being.
You both got off?
We both got off.
Nice.
It was awesome. It was, riding Space Mountain.
First time as a couple in a while?
Yes. But Space Mountain, awesome. The Slinky Dog roller coaster, a lot of fun in Hollywood Studios.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was good too. Agree with you on I wish the mine train was longer. It's a short ride.
Yeah.
But it's a good ride. It's a good roller coaster.
I would want to do, and I don't know if it'll ever be possible, but I'm guessing for rich people it is. Like, they have to have a thing where, like, if you're rich enough, they just keep the park open for you, like, at night, and, like, from midnight to 2, you just get to go ride whatever you want, right?
You would think.
Because the park closes at what time, 10?
At 9, 10, depending on the year, their time of year. Yeah. You would think they would offer something behind the scenes like that. There's got to be enough people with enough money who don't want to dick with the crowds. I get it. Now, one thing I saw a lot of that I don't remember seeing in the past is personal tour guides. So it's like a family with their own tour guide, and it skips you to the front of the line.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I do for Halloween Horror Nights, where that's a VIP pass, where I don't wait in line at all. I just get like drug around to the front of the line of every single house or
now,
ride
but you're
or
with other people, right?
Yeah.
This is one person per family. And there's some of them pushing the carts with their kids, lugging all their bags of stuff they bought.
Yeah.
So I'm like, can you imagine how much they have to spend to get that treatment?
Well, I mean, same thing for Universal when I do Halloween Horror Nights. They have a private one, but that costs like almost double what I have to pay. So
yeah, I mean, because this guy, every time I saw it, they were skipped right to the front of the ride. Multiple times they were pushing the stroller of the kid while the family walked behind. There was one time it looked like the people went into the ride. There was a person holding 5 lightsaber bags, outside. I'm like, that would be kind of a cool job until you get that one super shitty family. And how often are you going to get that? Because I don't know.
I would think they'd probably feel entitled quite a bit because they paid so much. They're like, just do whatever I say, bitch. Just spit on you and stuff.
I don't know if they were doing fireworks. We didn't stick around for it. Minimum price pack, $6,000 for the VIP plaid vest tour. Holy crap. Yep, that's what it was. Plaid vest.
Nathan says CVS used to do an evening where they paid for the Magic Kingdom for the team. That's awesome.
Oh, there you go. $6,000.
Did they do fireworks? Rhett was asking.
I don't know. I didn't stick around. They did something where they started, because it's the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
So they did something where they were taking the lights on the castle and making it look a little different. So we saw that as we walked out, but we weren't going to stick around for fireworks.
Steve says there's a cool Beatles movie coming out on Netflix, I think. It's behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. So it was Peter
Lord of the
Jackson.
Rings, yeah.
Yeah, Peter Jackson did that. And I think it comes out this week. It was supposed to be like a Thanksgiving weekend treat.
It's on Amazon?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
And Amazon's essentially giving out free memberships for like months at a time because no one's subscribed to their shit. So,
Rhett, you're gonna have a blast though. It's like the line. Be ready. The lines are weird because the lightning lane. You'll wait in line for rides that you typically wouldn't wait in line for. Mm-hmm. And I think, like I said earlier, the wife had a good point where you're not standing in line for interacting with characters.
Yeah.
So I mean that's taking people and just throwing them now in the lines. So it's like we waited. One of the waits for the Jungle Cruise was like 80 minutes, and you're like, what?
Even for lightning or whatever?
No, that was non-lightning.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, why are you waiting that long for the Jungle Cruise? I mean, I love that ride, but it's just like that's crazy.
Because you get to meet The Rock. He's just always there.
He's just standing there.
Yeah.
But you'll have fun. It was a blast. I hadn't been in 5 years. It was great to go back. We did debate the whole going to Epcot because we didn't go to Epcot this time. I really love Epcot, but I'm glad we went to Magic Kingdom.
All right, next story up is a story about Marilyn Manson. That's coming up here in just a few moments. A little update on all of his court cases regarding all of the alleged things he's done. And then we'll wrap up the show with a little bit of Disturb news. And then we'll talk about our last 2 shows. Tomorrow, Torch Tuesday. Wednesday, just a cavalcade of incredible, interesting things.
Rhett, my life is going to be spent in line for the Teacups and Dumbo, Toy Story, and other kiddo age areas. Dude, for Toy Story, this is what we did. Get there, because if you're staying in a park or on site, which I think you said you were, use the half an hour. Go right to the ride for the Slinky Dog.
Mm-hmm.
We got in a half an hour. Then go right over to Toy Story Mania. We waited maybe a half an hour, got right into that as well. So
Brett's got a couple kids, so dude, you're going to hate your life. So on the show, I think, that's a good one. So I think with every Torture Tuesday, should we start off every Torture Tuesday bit we do tomorrow with you taking a shot of Malort, then the Torture Tuesday?
No.
You said no too quick.
I don't want to get S-faced.
Doing 1 shot an hour will not get you S-faced.
Yeah, but I'd still, no. We can combine it with the hot. I'm willing for that. That's fine.
You're willing to do one. So Jeremy just said yes.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't want to get S-faced.
I don't think Malort has enough to get you S-faced. Hold on, let me check.
Oh yeah, you said that. Animal Kingdom. Awesome.
I don't think the proof's high enough to even get you S. It's 35 proof.
It's like water.
Or, sorry, it's 35% alcohol, 70 proof.
Okay.
How about this? One of the Torture Tuesdays, we'll just replace another one. You just chug half of it.
No.
Yeah, in case you hate your family and you want to get them a special little treat, go find some Malort for them.
There you go. Then don't tell them. It's like, hey guys, I got this new stuff. I just want to share with everybody for Thanksgiving, and just bring out everybody a shot glass.
Yeah, you know how there's some I forget. There's some Italian liqueur. Someone will tell me what it is. There's an Italian liqueur that it's like an after dinner liqueur. You're supposed to sip on it or whatever. Just say the same thing, but just tell them it's Malort. What is that after dinner? What am I thinking of, guys? The after dinner
Brandy?
Italian liqueur. It's not brandy. It's something. It's got a stupid name to it.
Simply put, the Digestivo.
Yeah, Digestivo.
Yeah, Digestivo.
Oh, Fernet. That's exactly what I'm. Yeah, it's Fernet. Thank you,
okay.
Jeremy. Beautiful man, you. Frangelico? I don't know, something like that. It's Fernet. Fernet is what I was thinking of.
Okay. This says Digestivo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Jeremy says we can make some Malort spicy pickled eggs. Dude, do you want that?
If you made a Malort spicy pickled egg before the end of the show, before the end of before Wednesday, I'll eat it. I'll eat it sometime.
Yeah. I'll eat it sometime.
No, on the show. On the show.
Okay.
No, on the show.
Gonna have to get me a bottle of absinthe for Thanksgiving.
Oof. I got about 40 seconds.
I think I'm gonna get a bottle of Whistle Pig this year for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Let's do a good old bottle of Whistle Pig for. Let's get drunk as shit. Whistle Pig.
So I got a crap ton of beer in my beer fridge I got to do something with before Friday.
Your wife won't drink it.
No, she won't. And that's the crappy part is most of the beer is hers because it's like the sour stuff that we buy.
Oh, yeah.
And then she'll like drink one of them and never go back to it.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, be right back. Story number 2, Marshalls. Music news.
Well, you've been hiding under a rock if you haven't heard the Marilyn Manson stuff over the last year or so. He's been accused of sexual assault and sued by multiple women over the past year. Now, according to Rolling Stone, a lawyer for the musician has opened the door for a possible global settlement talk with these women. Now, during a court hearing in L.A., Manson defense attorney Stephen D. Rothschild stated the singer was open to settlement discussions with a Jane Doe former girlfriend who claimed that he had raped her in 2011. After initial remarks, he then added that other settlements could follow. So now Marilyn Manson, though, who's willing to settle apparently in a global case with multiple women, stated months ago that all of these were horrible distortions of the reality when it came to the stories that women shared about him. Now, last week, Rolling Stone also published their takeaways from an investigation into the Manson allegations that showed the accounts of the singer portrayed as a serial aggressor. He'd manipulate women. He had a racist fascination with Nazi history. And then also he would put girls that he dated into a bad girls room, which is a soundproof room in a recording studio if they upset him at all. So it's not good to be Marilyn Manson right now. It's not a good thing, especially with now he's trying to settle with all these women. It's not a great look. So there's the latest on Marilyn Manson. Kind of a bummer story. Sorry about that.
All right, one more story to go. We'll wrap up the show. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
But Marilyn Manson could be an absolute scumbag.
Well,
we all loved his music.
Yeah,
but he's kind of a scumbag.
I don't think. I mean, if you look back, you're like, are you shocked?
Well, no, I'm not shocked. I've always been shocked and not shocked with Marilyn Manson. That's kind of what he's been trying to do. But yeah, just a little strange. Sad to see him go out this way. But if he's a dirtbag, he's a dirtbag. There's Liquid. Good morning, officially. Have a great day. I never loved his music. Kind of sucked. Andrew says that's why he's been going to church, hoping that would help him, I guess. Yeah, he showed up at Kanye West's Sunday service wearing all white, which is a weird look for him.
Yeah, that whole thing was weird.
Andrew says, I will volunteer myself to empty the beer fridge for you, Cotter. There you go. If you need someone, Andrew will come over.
If you need some, I mean, it's like, I have so much. Most of it's sours. There might be a stout or two left in there, but just stuff that I really don't want to leave in the fridge to travel with me, and I really don't want to pack it up and throw it in my car. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that's what I end up doing.
So Nicole's sister is coming in, and she's a bit of an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So we have to hide all of our alcohol.
For the holidays.
For the holidays.
That's brutal.
Yeah, she's coming over Christmas, a couple days before, a couple days after Christmas.
I would leave, and at the time you're going to need it the most.
Yeah.
So I would hide it in a place that you can get to it readily.
So we were thinking, she may be listening. We're thinking about hiding it in the attic and then going up and working in the Why are you guys going up in the attic so much? I don't know. I just had to go up in the attic. Yeah, but we're thinking about hiding most of our alcohol in the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell her. Sean says, ooh, I drunkenly picked up a can of cherry cordial and Seltzer Nog Bud Light Seltzer on Saturday night. And
did you drink it?
Thoughts? Andrew says, I have a locking mini fridge for my stuff. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know. We have a refrigerator only, so we can't exactly put all of our beer and liquor in there. But I have a shelf of beer. Some of it's been sitting there for like a really long time. Yeah. Other stuff is new. I'm trying to like figure out what to do with all of it. I'll probably throw away the old stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be sad to see it go, but
yeah, I get it.
Jesus, what do you want? Tim Janier is just sitting off a camera. What do you want, man? What's up? Are you enjoying my videos? No. I've watched like 10 seconds of one.
It just
walks away from us. Don't worry. Tim Janier will be on the show on Wednesday. And then you all, speaking of verbally abusing someone, you guys get ready. Do your verbal abusing push-ups because Wednesday is an important day for you to verbally abuse our engineer. Greg says, I should empty and wash out some vegetable oil bottles. Just rebottle your booze. That seems like a lot of work, though. And she's only there for like 5 days. Now, my neighbor down the street, I'm pretty sure would just let me pack everything and leave it in his garage.
Right.
I think I'll probably just do that.
Yeah, I get that.
But maybe I'll leave a bottle up in the attic just in case.
I think you want something close. Yeah.
Rob says just get those camel packs runners use and just keep loading up throughout the day. Are you going for a run, Marshall? Yes. I am a big-time runner. You haven't seen me in months. I'm, of course, a runner. Big-time runner. All right, guys, one more break. That wraps the show for us for this Monday. And that logo is really getting out of hand. I mean, I think, yep. Yeah, you only have really like one letter. You have the O.
Hanging in there for dear life?
Yeah. You have one O. I wonder what tomorrow will look like. Charles goes, please. Verbal abuse coming. Coffee drinking SOB engineer. Yeah. Greg says, or just buy the rot gut watered down stuff. Leave that out for her and stash your decent stuff. Oh, no. No alcohol. Like, we don't want to push her towards that area of drunkenness. You don't want to see it. Lindsay Luhu says, my in-laws are coming to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. Couple of teetotalers versus the alcohol. Teetotalers versus the alcoholics. Dad says he's not hiding the wet bar. Okay. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Much love. Be safe. Holly, you too.
See ya, Holly. 2:45.
Perfect. Have a good one, Greg. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Oh, yeah. I just messaged you the rundown for... Okay. Teetotaler equals no alcohol at all. Is that a thing? Is that real?
Yeah. Teetotaler? You never heard that? Yeah, that's a thing.
Since when? What is that?
For fucking ever, man.
What's teetotaler?
Somebody who doesn't drink. Teetotaler.
What does that mean?
You don't drink. That's what it means.
Why don't you just say you don't drink? Why would you make some stupid name like teetotaler? Where did that come from?
It's been around forever.
Are you messing with me?
No, I'm not.
No, you're messing with me. That's not a thing.
No, it's a thing.
Are you? What the fuck is this? Teetotalism is the practice or promotion of total personal abstinence from alcoholic beverages. A person who practices teetotalism is called a teetotaler, or is simply said to be a teetotal. The teetotalism movement was first started in Preston, England, in the early... Why? That is the dumbest effing name I've ever... Did you guys know about this? Sean says, I agree with you, Marshall. Why make up things that don't... Yeah, like, does anyone... Did you know this, Mac? You didn't know this. How much time we got?
45 seconds.
I could spend an hour on this. This is ridiculous. Teetotalism? Or a teetotaler?
Rhett, reserve hotel dinner reservations as early as humanly possible. I don't know how early that is. Look into it. Get them early. We did a lot of counter service through the app, walk up and pick it up, which was easy. But if there's specific restaurants you want, get them early because there was nothing the day of.
A person who doesn't drink at all is called a teetotaler. Totaler.
All right, guys, be right back. All right, one more time. Story number 3, Marshalls. Music news.
So Disturbed are set to record a follow-up to 2018's Evolution once the calendar rolls over into 2022. Now, it's not going to emerge as a traditional full-length album, at least according to David Draymond of Disturbed. He goes, probably not going to put out something in the traditional full-length format. We'll probably go do 2 separate releases, so we'll probably have one geared for release. If something works as planned by fall of next year, then maybe something following the next year. Now, he said that each release would be about 6 songs in length, so we're not getting like 2 like giant full albums like what you kind of would expect, kind of like the Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. You're kind of going to get one album just separated into 2 different releases according to the guys from Disturbed. Now, of course, when they talked about what the new music may sound like, they said you're getting pure meat and potatoes, Disturbed, something in between Down with the Sickness and Believe. They think you're going to kind of get the early sounding Disturbed. So hopefully get some new stuff. And the guys will be going on tour in early 2023. So we're still a year away from seeing them do a full length tour. Now, they did play Welcome to Rockville, but they may squeeze in a show here or there in 2022, but a full-length tour won't be until 2023.
All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, our finals of the Cool Guy Tournament. Marshall will face the last Quizzed in the Face, plus it is a Torture Tuesday each and every hour.
Yes, you'll face some. I may join you on a few.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see, but I'm charging up the shock collar right now.
Yep.
We got some hot stuff for you to eat.
Yes.
I think there's going to be a shot of Malort that will be imbibed, among other things.
There'll be Legos in the hallway, all kinds of fun stuff tomorrow for the last Torture Tuesday. So we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Very little walk available at any sit-down restaurant. Yeah, walk up on the sit-down was hard, but the cool thing is you order food in the app at counter service and just walk up and get it. So that's what we did. We didn't really plan on dining out major big this time.
That's the shock collar remote, Mac. So I noticed you're wearing a Christmas T-shirt.
No, I'm wearing a Grinch shirt.
That's Christmas. That's a Christmas
it's a
T-shirt.
Grinch shirt.
Are you anti-Christmas?
No.
Oh.
I just really love the Grinch.
So Mac will join us on the last show on Wednesday. You're going to spell some stuff for us.
Had to be here at 8:50.
8:50, yes. Be here at 8:50. You'll be on the air at 9 o'clock. Hefe's still very dead.
Can you please take him out of the tank?
No, you have to eat them.
No.
We're going to prepare them. That's
I
actually
like that kind of sushi.
Well, it's a Torture Tuesday. Well, it's not sushi because it won't be raw. We're going to cook them.
No.
It was his last wish.
So you speak fish, okay?
What? All right. Well, that's it for the show today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging around. Let's end it with advice because Mac's here. I love doing advice.
Oh, man, I didn't prep any because I didn't expect
fine.
Mac to be here.
It's fine. We'll have Mac go first, then I'll go, then Cotter, you'll wrap up.
Okay.
It's okay. That water looks really dirty. It is okay to bring out the Grinch shirts.
Starting today.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that. I think, you could start wearing your Christmas garbage today. My advice is when disposing of your fish, do him, yes, Liquid, Hefe died. Sorry to break it to you.
Oh,
like that.
God, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was a while ago. When disposing of your fish, don't try to grab him with your hand. He will disintegrate into your hand. Pick him up with a net. Because there's already been little pieces of Hefe that have fallen off. So just a heads up. And then Cotter, wrap up the show with your advice today.
Stock up on Malort before the holidays because I really think this is a good way to show your family that you don't care and you want them out of your house.
Sounds like good advice to me. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Torture Tuesday, every single hour, all sorts of other fun stuff. Bye.
See you guys.